welcome back to Crit Happens plays Echoes of the Past as a recap of last session. And I really don't want to do it because it was so stupid. But we went to Glitter Sands, Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion for old people or something like that.
It's not mansion, beachside hotel and resort.
Beachside hotel and resort, where we met a handful of people that I'll probably forget the name of. The poker face ladies who Vicky helped out to play poker and lost one specific old lady all of her pension. But the other lady who cheated, which I can't remember the name of, has come out scot-free and has won quite a lot of money. The party then moved into the pool room. By the way, just letting everybody know, this is still D&D, I promise, bear with me. So we made it out into the pool room, where they decided to play fun and games in the pool, with Hew being totally butt naked. From there, we met, we've been joined by a lovely lady called Neef, one of Lugas's old companions and roommates. And then we learnt that Edward, the owner of the Beachside Hotel and Resort, has been called away to the council building in Waterdeep, the city just outside of where we currently are. Upon breaking into his office and going past a strange wizard with lots of simulacrum that I've also forgotten the name of, that I'd have to check my notes on. El Gondo, that's the one. We then learn of Monroe Philippe and the unusual quad biking incident. Philippe was trying to take back the world record for quad biking by jumping over the Waterdeep wall before Monroe could get the chance. Unfortunately, however, this was quite perilous, as Philippe had a very minor chance to be able to jump the wall. So the party decided to chase him down on separate quad bikes to stop him, which they did. They have now parked up their quad bikes, thank fuck, and that is where we will go ahead and start our session. I can't believe I've just had to recap that. That is what happened. So we will make our way just outside of the Beachside Hotel and Resort. Just behind you is the resort and the garage that you've parked your vehicles away into. Out in front of you, you can see the main walls of Waterdeep, and you can see the jump that Philippe was going to take. It's just off to the left that you see on the picture here. The walls are very, very high. You're talking sort of about 30 foot high. Some areas seem climbable. There are others that are not. But you see that this is very much a non-guarded part of the city. It's not really a defensible city. There aren't guards posted at certain places. But you see you see a tiny little hole right in the corner of what is been told to you as the smuggler's entrance. This is what Xandar used, and a couple of others have mentioned to you of a good way to get into Waterdeep without going through the main entrance. But yeah, the scene is yours, guys. What would you like to do? I suppose I'll say that Philippe just sort of says, "Yeah, farewell. I will see you soon. Good day."
Bye, Philippe. Remember, we care for you. You've...
Aye. Thank you, Lugas.
Yes.
It means so much.
Can I give him a big bear hug as he's leaving?
Oh, of course, you.
A big bear hug.
Come on in. Mwah, mwah. And he'll kiss you on the side of your cheeks.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Yeah, I'll give him maybe try and crack his back as I hug him.
Oh, careful now. I am of an old age. I do not have much long left.
Julius will just rev the quad bike a couple more times. Just turn to Flopsy like, "Hey, Mitz, you reckon we could borrow one of these?"
Why?
What do you mean, why? Can you feel that adrenaline?
No.
I want to go.
I felt terror and fear. I don't want to do that again.
Yeah, I think you might have popped one of my ribs, to be fair. I was just thinking, if we could find a way to, I don't know, get some ropes and maybe, hoist it up onto the ship. How fucking cool would that be? Next time those people show up, oh, hey, we're after Flopsy, and then we're like, quad bike. Run them over.
I mean, we could just hit them with the ship. Flatten them.
The entire ship. Crash into him. I like it.
That'll work. Roll 1,000 D20 damage.
Kills them and everyone on board, but if you're going to commit yourself to something.
We could do it.
We'll just see. I'll maybe see, I'll talk to Hew and Lugas about it, maybe see what they think, I think it's a good idea.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a great fan. I've tried it. I had an adventure. Your rib's broken. I'm good with that.
And it is worth mentioning, Julius, that you are staring at Flopsy, who is just a ball of fur right now. You can't actually make out that this is a Harangon. It is just a ball of fur.
Oh, that's nice and inconspicuous. Shall we go through the smuggler's entrance and into the middle of town where everyone's looking for us? Is that what we're doing?
What do you mean inconspicuous? What's going on? And I'm just going to oh my god.
It's fine, just a little bit of, I probably have some, I don't know, start looking through my bag and see if there's a brush or something.
Ooh, unfortunately, you do not find a brush. A brush is not part of a normal adventurer's kit. No. I apologise, Flopsy, but you will have to investigate somewhere that may contain a brush. I'm sorry.
If I run my hands through it, does it give me the static electric shock?
If you rub your feet on the floor, yeah. You can cast lightning bolt for a full deck. No, I'm joking.
Maybe not.
Well, I guess we should probably find that the hole in the wall.
Oh.
What do we see in terms of the hole in the wall as we approach it?
Yeah, so
is it literally just a hole in the wall? Or?
Yeah, so as you sort of move past the daring ramp that you have all decided to not use.
Oh, didn't we?
At the moment.
Oh, to jump over.
Daring ramp. It used to sort of, Hew, you walk past it and this just sense of grief falls over you.
Yeah.
As to why we didn't see it. But anyway, you're staring sort of a 30-foot wall, just as the image is sort of depicting now, and it's sort of the beach side goes into this grassy mound up until the wall itself. And you see right in the corner next to just a sort of this sentry turret. The wall does seem climbable if you're of an athletics or acrobatics nature. Or for Lugas would be pretty easy, but there is this small sort of homemade hole that you would have to crawl through, and it has this kind of wooden lattice on it that you could just sort of move away, and you just get the sense that the lattice is there just so people can cover it with foliage and etc. But yeah, it's quite fairly open, where it looks like it's been used quite recently.
Have we got anything with us that we could disguise ourselves? Do we have a cloak with a hood on it? I don't know.
You've all got pink cloaks with a big smiley face sun on it.
Yeah.
I've got a cloak. I mean, I'm pretty obvious because of my sort of scale, but
But I still just kind of think just get naked again and no one's going to look at you twice.
Nobody will fight a naked man. Trust me, I know this.
I don't think that works for you, Hew.
It's super awkward.
I don't know. I mean, it is awkward, but at the same time, you're also incredibly unarmored and vulnerable. So,
Unarmored defense. It's all good.
what's that?
Don't worry about it. So is the hole? Will we all fit through the hole?
One by one.
I appreciate Lugas for that.
Yeah. So it is big enough that it will fit the larger size of a medium-sized creature. Yeah.
Extra medium.
Extra medium.
Who's gonna try the hole?
I guess I'll go.
If you're brave.
How? So as you all sort of just move up towards the hole, I suppose everybody just sort of roll. Everybody roll me a perception check for what you can hear, sort of beyond the walls.
Yeah. Oh, crit, baby.
Nice.
Has the interface changed?
Yes, so there has been an update to Foundry. There may be some stuff that happens. All right, we may see things differently. I don't know. So Julius, with a 6, you don't hear much. You can hear the odd person sort of talking about something. With an 18 and 19, Flopsy and Hew, you get the sense that you can hear a couple of raised voices, and you can hear some joyous laughter just coming off in the sort of the near distance. But Lugas, with a natural 20 for a 24 in total, you do not get the sense that these voices that you're hearing are not from, say, Town's Guard. You get the sense that what is beyond this wall is not patrolled in any way. If so, it'd be a pretty rubbish smuggler's entrance. And just sort of looking through, you can see just various houses. One sort of abandoned, another one is sort of does appear to have life in it. You don't get any sort of you just get the various smells of kind of an old trodden down city in this sort of part of it. But yeah, you don't get the sense that there's any danger through this hole per se.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna take off my bright pink, blooming whatever it was, dress with the smiley face on it, the cloak thing. I'm just gonna get changed into like whatever casual stuff I've got in my bag, so not as conspicuous.
All right. Well, it's worth asking: is anyone else wearing the bright pink cloak? Or would you
I probably would have taken it off fairly soon.
Yeah. I think I went swimming and probably changed back into my original gear.
I'll wear it.
Thanks, Lugas. I spent a long time on that.
Under my cloak of protection. Under my cloak of protection.
Under the cloak of protection. Okay, cool. So Flopsy, as you sort of head through this hole, you do have to sort of bend down, but you are able to sort of on your hands and knees sort of come through. And it gets you the odd dusty knees and stuff like that, and a couple of rocks fall on your back, but nothing of any sort of peril. And as you make your way through, what I'll do, I'll move us to here. So obviously, Flopsy, you're here at the moment. The rest of you are through, but this is what you see. And I'll.
Oh my god!
What is that?
I'll pause it there. You're not there, Lugas. All right, you're not there. Anything you'd like to do, Flopsy, while you're the first one in here?
I'm going to dust myself off. Do I notice any like thieves' cant markers anywhere around?
Oh, good shout. I'm going to keep your 18 and with your passive in mind for that. You will definitely notice as you were going through, just markings on the inside of the tunnel that are definitely within this, in whatever kind of thieves' counts that you speak. Now, you don't quite get the sense of exactly what it's saying, because it's not so much words, they're more just symbols to signify something, or directions to certain things, but you can make out a few words that someone's just written down, and it's just names of people. And you can see quite clearly, actually, on the, now looking back on the tunnel, you can see the name Xandar, and you can see the date is today's date next to the name Xandar.
So he came through here. Okay.
What do you have to say?
Well, I guess I'll just sort of like, I'm assuming it's a fairly echoey hole, so I'm just going to
it's not too much of a deep hole, so it's sort of, I'm going to say 15 feet.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just shove my face back into it, and I'll be like, "Coast seems to be clear."
Cool.
And then I will look around.
Lugas, this 15 feet just seems like a massive cavern to you as you're just coming through. It's like monsters to your left, monsters to your right. This place is it is insane. Then you come out and you see Flopsy. It's worth describing now that, well, I suppose Julius and Hew, are you heading through as well?
Oh, yeah.
Julius, probably best if perhaps if I can go next, and then if I get stuck, you could kind of give me a push.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. Hang on. How long ago did you eat that sandwich?
Don't worry, it was ages ago. I've only had 15 eggs today. You'll be fine.
Cool.
Can I insight check you?
There's no need. There's no need. So as you all head through this tunnel now, you see that you are your back is facing to these wooden barrels that are actually not wooden barrels at all. It is just more of a facade that sort of opens up like a kind of a cat flap, and as you come in, it closes behind you. It just looks like a stack of barrels behind you. It's actually pretty ingenious what people have done to get in and out of Waterdeep. In front of you now, you are just seeing normal looking houses. The first one that you see directly ahead of you, this one here, does appear to have, say, the windows smashed in, and it appears to be pretty derelict from what you can see within there. And it is worth mentioning that it is now kind of getting later in the day, where sort of the sun hasn't gone down, but you get the sense that it is on its downward trajectory. And yeah, not much where you see from there. But what I'll do, because you all rolled so well on perception, or I'll say Lugas, you hear this faint fuck. You hear this coming from just out in front of you somewhere. What you also hear is some joyous laughter and intense moments happening from this building here. Flopsy and Lugas, you will also hear some raised voices, the voices that you were hearing from beyond the wall, coming from over to your guys' right. So down this road here, you are hearing some voices. These are what your high perception get you.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you all like to proceed?
Do we stay away? Do we stay away from the voices, or do we go towards them?
Can we discern anything about the voices?
Yeah.
I have to spend, what I'll say is you sort of spend about sort of 30 seconds here just sort of getting your bearings and whatnot. And you hear a raised voice just say, "Hand it over, or I'll fuck you up." And it's not too far. Flopsy, moving there, you've got your back to it, and you get the sense that if you were to turn that corner, you may see something.
Can I pop my head round?
You certainly can, and you will see this gentleman here. That's about all you'll see from there.
Okay.
Can I have another?
Is he the aggressor, or is he the one is he the victim?
Just popping your head round, you get the sense that this guy has the freedom of movement. This guy's sort of just pacing around, and he appears to be talking to someone. So, with those words that you heard before, you could possibly construe he is the aggressor.
Okay.
You'll hear another voice.
Sorry, Adam, you were saying something.
Oh, no, I was asking which direction I heard the weird gremlin voice.
You didn't get a sense of the direction from the weird gremlin voice because it seemed to move quite rapidly.
Oh, okay. Did it seem sort of like ethereal anyway, or is it just like it's there?
I'm not going to say too much more than what I've said. It doesn't appear to be arcane in nature or anything like that. Just appeared to be a strange voice.
There seems to be someone being held up.
Oh, I want to climb a roof.
You will hear another voice as well. The familiar voice of Captain Xandar. He'll just say, "Get your hands off me."
Oh,
Guys, I think Captain Xandar is being held up.
well,
I think we should probably save him.
Captain Xandar's in trouble.
Yeah. Kind of important. Oh,
Oh, shit.
I'd like to climb a roof.
Hew, surprise!
You can easily get up there, Lugas. You're all right.
Back up.
Yeah, so what I'll say, Lou... no, you probably wouldn't see much from that. But how would you all like to proceed?
With...
Honestly, recklessly.
Naked, screaming, swords out.
Could I also get on top of the roof if I climb up those boxes?
You certainly can, yeah. It's I'll tell you what, climbing up on those boxes, just roll me an acrobatics check for me, quick. It's not a very high DC, but Lugas has a climbing speed. That's the only thing I'll say.
10.
10. Easily enough. Well, for a 10, you struggle to get up there, but with Lugas, he just drags you up just that tiny little bit further.
And then I'm going to sneak on the rooftops.
Okey-doke. Lugas, you going all sneaky-like?
Sure.
I mean, you're sneaky anyway, so I'll lower the DC for you, but if you both like to roll a little stealth check for me.
Nat 1, baby.
Oh.
18.
So, roll reversal. Flopsy, you very much, even though you're a big ball of static fur right now, you almost blend into the shadows. Lugas, however, as he is going over this rooftop, one of the roof tiles just skids down and breaks onto the floor. Lugas, you'll lose your footing and you'll skid down just to the sort of the gutter as you almost fall. But as you do skid, many more roof tiles just go sting, ting, all over the floor. Hew, from where you are, you will see this gentleman here move back and look directly in your vision. What I'll say is, Julius, what are you up to right now?
I would probably let me come out of Foundry. When Flopsy and Lugas sneak up onto the roof, I'll just go alongside you and just casual, just start walking towards the peeps.
All right, do you want me to move you then?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so what I'm going to say is, so you'll stick with Hew. Hew, how far do you think you would have recklessly moved up? It's only because I'm going to accelerate things because of Lugas's amazing fumble, nat one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just walking towards him, so I don't think I'm necessarily going to be stopping.
All right, so what I'll say is you'll get to about there. Lugas, I'm going to say you're about here as you try and move.
I want to be in the chimney.
It's fine. But yeah, I'm essentially, we're just pulling things off for this. So, as you sort of...
sorry, this is, as Lugas fucks up on the roof, can I just like clock those buckets or things like that are next to me and Hew with my elbow and like knock it off?
Oh, okay, to try and distract from the silent.
Cover it up.
What I'll say is roll me a deception check.
Yeah, baby, come on, I'm meant to be good at this. Am I?
Because
Maybe
this guy is looking directly in your vision now.
Yeah, 12.
12. Okie doke. Because that is on the mid side. Yeah, fair enough. That roll from Lugas.
Who knocked those over?
So what I'll say for clarity, you guys see Xandar, and you do see another figure now. You don't technically see him yet, but you will in a moment. It appears to be a mechanoid size creature. Hew, as you sort of make your way up to where you are and where Julius is, you two do quite clearly hear this as something is darting around these houses, but you don't see it. You just hear it, and it just sounds like this sort of this crazed voice. Is the way I will describe it.
What the fuck is that?
And from here, what I'm going to say is we are going to go into a loose initiative. So if you could all roll initiative for me.
Okay.
Oh, pretty good.
Just waiting on you, Julias.
Has it not done it? No?
No.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Sorry.
Wow. Great rolls.
So what I'll say is, as much as it is on your turn, Lugas, this gentleman now who sort of has this bleached blonde hair, he is wearing this long black trench coat, and he appears to have sort of swords and daggers and knives, and he's got a crossbow in sort of on his back. And he is now turned and seen Hew and Julius, who, as the roof tiles fell off, Julius just sort of made a distraction, and he's looking directly at Hew, and Julius now doesn't appear to have noticed you on the rooftop as you're sort of climbing on. How would you like to proceed, as it is your go?
Okay. I would like to sort of, because I don't trust these tiles now. I'm going to sort of just scamper on over to here, or if I get the game's paused.
Oh no, my apologies, sir.
I was just letting you know.
Oh.
I'm going to scamper on over to sort of next to Flopsy, and I'm going to try and telekinetically sort of just carry myself with my invisible mage hand, because I don't trust these tiles.
Okay. What I'll say is to, if you were to, I know you're not doing that, but if you were to target this person here from where you are, it will be essentially half cover. I'm going to say you'd probably have to be on this side of the roof line to get a full bit. That also goes for you as well, Flopsy, yeah? So you got to think these roofs are very much triangular.
Yeah, that's slanted, yeah.
Cool. So you'd like to cast Mage Hand, and you would like to bonus action pick yourself up and move it, I assume.
So I use my action to control the mage hand.
Oh yeah, it's bonus action to cast, isn't it? Or some.
Yeah.
Oh, I
think I can. Yeah, yeah, okay. And I will pick myself up. Casting mage hand for me doesn't.
Can you move it on the same turn that you cast it? I'm trying to remember.
I don't know.
I'm just going to say, because we're in loose initiative, I'll let it. But I think you do have to have an action to cast it and an action to move it. But loose initiative, I'll allow it this time.
It hasn't given me an option to place anything.
Don't worry.
Can I just move me around?
Just assume that you are now a flying squirrel.
Thank you. That's the entire reason I took this.
I know what your plans are.
Move myself sort of on the slanted roof of this side, just sort of like over to there.
Cool. So you will definitely see now the Warforged and Captain Xandar, but this guy here, unless you were to go up with your mage hand, will be completely full cover to you, okay?
Okay. I'll slap myself there and sort of like
Cool.
tuck behind the chimney. I can still like peek around.
Yep.
What race is that guy?
Appears to be human.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I really need from me at the moment. Yeah.
Okay, Hew, over to you. This guy is now staring deathly at you, but we are sort of in this sort of this bullet time mode of he is about to speak, but you get to act.
No worries. I'm just gonna puff up a bit, and walk towards him. Can I get is there anything else I can glean about his appearance? Like, is he town guard, or is he another pirate, or can I get any further information about what kind of character we're dealing with?
Make an insight check. No. It appears, from your perspective, it appears as though he has spent some time in the circus. And he may be like a gardener of some kind.
Nice. Cool. So, I'll just look imposing and take my movement speed up.
Cool. As you get
Around
to there,
here.
you do notice a strange-looking figure here. And he's just out there, and he sort of sees you, and he just gives you a bit of a wave. Very strange figure, right there. Wearing a baseball cap and some glasses.
Can I see Captain Xandar from where we are?
You will do now.
Yeah. I will. I'll hang on. Captain. And I'll start waving as I'm walking over.
You'll see him now. He's sort of just got a black eye. He's down on his knees, restrained with his hands behind his back. He appears to be injured slightly.
Okay, and I will also shift on this turn. Should be able to find. Yeah. There you go. For temporary hit points, isn't it?
Temp, yeah. Is it giving it to you, or do I have to press a button? Yeah, it's worked. Lovely.
Yeah, but my AC should go up by 1 as well, I think. But
should it? Check you out.
I think so.
All right. You are currently not getting that, so just remember you got 16 AC. Okay.
Yeah. No worries.
Anything else, my good sir?
No, that'll be it for now.
Okie doke. Julius, it is over to you with Flopsy on deck.
Okay, so from where I am, I can only see the bloke at the moment, right? I was next to Hew, so I just want to... Oh, God. Sorry. Every time I'm going to Falter, I get real laggy. I just want to carry on the charade by, like, stumbling a little bit, like I've stumbled into the buckets and things to try and fully cover, like, Lugas's fumble. I'm just going to pretend to be drunk, which... probably half true. And I'm just gonna like follow Hew, but as I follow Hew, I'm gonna look real friendly and be like, hey.
Yeah, go for it. Move to where you'd like to move to.
Yeah, I'll just be next to Hew. Like that.
Cool. No action or bonus action?
No. What I want to do is hold a dagger, like, on the inside of my wrist, and if this guy turns hostile, I just want to hold an action to throw it at him.
Hold an action to throw a dagger, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Flopsy,
Stab him or whatever.
Well, it's either throw or stab. You got to choose one.
Well, if he's far away, I'll throw.
All right. Yeah, well, yeah, it is hold the attack action. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. So, like, if he's far away, I'll throw. If he comes close, I'll stab.
Flopsy, over to you.
I'm going to continue sneaking.
Snaky, which you could do so, because you are pretty hidden. You got to make a little leap there, but easily enough for your Harangon legs.
And then what I'm going to do is how far do you reckon I could get so that I could see Xandar and potentially hold? I mean, that's my 30 feet, but I could bonus action dash.
I'm going to say you can see this Warforged right here with half cover. If you move forward 5 feet more, you'll get full vision on him.
So I'll do that then, and I'll get there. I reckon.
So
I can hopefully see him, this guy, and the Warforged, and I'm going to hold an attack action.
Okie dokie. Yep. So no one will have full cover in this instance right here. It is now over to this gentleman whose name will not be said, and he will just look at you and just say, especially to you, Julius, he'll just say, "So, friends of yours, Xandar. Well, I can't have any witnesses." And he will become hostile. So, Julius, with your held action first, go ahead and make an attack.
What do I do for is it just
for a throne? Go ahead and roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier and your proficiency modifier.
What is my dex modifier? Oh man, well that's rubbish.
It'll be 7 plus 3 plus 2, so it'll be a 12, which will miss, unfortunately. So as you throw this dagger, he just sort of just dodges out of the way and just goes, "Well, really?"
I'm half drunk.
Yeah, you're sort of seeing double at this point. You're just
all in my head.
Flopsy, your held action for me, please. You're on mute there, Vicky, I mean.
Sorry, it's because I was just eating a mini egg.
Oh.
I'm gonna go to attack him with my bow. Oh, I get advantage actually because I am hiding, right?
Pretty good, you do, yeah. Because that's a nat 1. So go ahead and roll that again. That'll be a 23. Right. That'll definitely hit.
Excellent. Then I will damage.
Excellent.
With your sneak attack.
And then sneak. Oh God, where is it? Kate, how do I? Oh, there it is. How do I get onto that hotbar again? Because that was useful.
Right click.
Double.
Well, the easiest way to do it is right click your token and then the top left icon when you do that.
Excellent. I will do that next time. But yeah. Right, that's all my damage.
Fantastic. So what he'll do now, sort of as we're in the same initiative, so he hasn't quite been hit by your attack just yet, but he will fire a shot at you, Julius. For some reason, this is doing that thing again. Where please, Foundry. Okay, I'm going to roll that manually. It was doing this to me earlier. This guy, for some reason, can't attack. So that'd be 5 plus 7. So would that be a 12 will hit, Julius, or not?
Miss.
Okay, he will make another attack for an 11 to hit, and he will make a third attack on you. So very free, quick succession, just doosh, 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 and he will miss every single one. As in your drunken state, you're sort of just you're fumbling about, but as you do, you've just managed to dodge every single shot, and he's just gone, stand still. Dear me.
I'm imagining like Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Vibes. Like pole in hand, like.
Oh.
The little note I just put is channeling Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. Cool. At the end of his turn, Julius, from behind you, you'll hear this skittering, just fuck. And you will see a creature pop out from behind you. It is... bear with me a second. It's done that thing again. Never mind.
He cloned.
He did clone for just a second because for some reason the portrait is having a meltdown. But to describe this creature, Jack, would you like to come up, please?
So you basically see this. He's basically this very small werewolf-like form. His hair is all matted and scraggly. He's like Scrappy Doo on meth, and he's just like running across the floor like fucking hell.
Yeah, sweet.
Hooked up on his back is a actually it'd be on his hip is a tiny crossbow, but at the moment he's just kind of claws out running.
Fantastic. And could you go ahead and roll initiative for me, please, sir?
Yes, I will.
But I will let you, well, let's see what you roll for initiative first. Brilliant.
Fuck yes!
Brilliant. What I'll do is I'll keep you right there. It is Captain Xandar's go, who will attempt to break free from his restraints. And he does manage to get sort of one hand loose now. And Flopsy, Lugas, you see this now as he just shouts up to you guys as he's now seen you. Now that you've taken the attack action, Flopsy, and he says, "Watch out! This guy means business." And that'll be his turn. Gob, it is over to you.
Alrighty.
I love how nonchalant he sounded as well with that.
What's his name? Gob.
Well, you don't know yet.
Gob.
Yeah.
He's gonna. So, can I? How high is this building?
I'm going to say about 10 feet high.
10 feet high. Can I get on top with my movement? So, okay, so that's 10, and then up another 10. It's 20. So then I'll run to be on top up in here. And then I'm going to hold an action to attack. He's just kind of, at the moment, he's just kind of up there, like holding on to the chimney. Like, oh, fucking.
So Flopsy and Lugas, you now see this creature as he's just moved up onto the roof, and he's and you get the sense this was what you were hearing before, sort of scuttling around the streets. It is now over to the Warforged, who will release Xandar from where he currently is and sort of push him to the ground, and he is going to. I'm going to make him, because he has no kind of climbing speed. How do I roll athletics on this new sheet? I will roll that. See if he can climb up. He will successfully manage to climb up to there, but I'm going to say that's all of his movement speed, because that would be 10 feet. So he will instead chuck a javelin at you, Flopsy.
Yeah, rude.
For a 21 to hit.
Yep.
8 points of piercing damage. You will then go ahead and throw a second one, which would be a natural 1, so it just sort of narrowly misses you, Lugas. And that will be the end of his turn. So, Lugas, we're back over to you with Hew on deck.
Okay. I am going to use my bonus action to do a telekinetic shove on the robot and try and knock him off the house.
Nice. Go for it. I believe contested athletics, is it not?
No, it's just he must make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. How do I make one of those in this new
spell
game?
save?
It will be... Yeah, it will succeed, sadly.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So as you try and sort of master the art of this telekinetic, but it is still quite new to you. You can see him sort of just going, but this is a Warforged, and it does sort of push him back, but he manages to plant his feet in, and almost his feet just grapple onto the roof tiles itself.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Then instead... I'm going to use my action to sort of mage hand myself over to the same roof the weird, horrible wolf creature thing is on.
Sure.
You leap across, he's just like, fucking what?
You see this squirrel being carried by what does your mage hand look like, Lugas?
Invisible.
Oh,
Because it's telekinesis. I'm just like a large one. It's like someone. Like, I've been picked up by the back of my shirt, and it's just air.
It's just the scruff of his neck.
You see this wolf-like creature just like peering round the chimney breast, like, oh, flying squirrel, fucking.
I come in peace. Worry not, strange creature.
Anything else of your turn, Lugas?
Yeah, no, I think that's me.
Yeah, a flying squirrel. I'm so happy I allowed that to work.
Love it.
Hew, over to you, Julius on deck.
Right, I will rage first of all.
Grr.
Yeah, Hew gives out the slightest of grunt and becomes angry. And then I will launch a javelin at...
Sorry, Dan. What's the slightest of grunt sound like? I feel like I need to know. It's really important for my character to understand yours.
I don't think it's that impressive. I think it's legit. Just a very, very slight grunt. Yeah, he's not, he calls it rage, but he's a happy-go-lucky kind of guy as Hew, and so he's doing his best.
Right.
Yeah,
Just tell
and
him
then
there's no eggs, then he'll get really pissed.
oh yeah, that's true. Right, and then I will launch a javelin at him.
That will miss, sadly. Only just.
And then I will rush towards him and come up just short.
Cool. So you'll see as you chuck this javelin, it does sort of go straight towards him, but it just sort of glances off of his leather armor. In my head, he had metal armor, and then I remembered it was leather. So somehow it manages to glance off leather armor. Why not? Anything else, Hew?
I should have grunted harder. No, that's it.
Cool. And actually, no, never mind. Julius, it is over to you.
So Julius would be like, ha ha ha, dodge all the attacks. Then sees this thing. Like, oh, Hew, what the fuck is that? What the fuck's that? As goes up onto the roof. Hew's already gone towards this bloke. I need to check the range of my sheet.
So you're currently the only one left on the main street. Everyone else is on the roof. Oh, and Hew.
He was so busy trying to figure out what the fuck that thing was. So I'm gonna pull my swords out and I shall move up. What's my movement speed? I feel like it's some basic bitch.
You got basic bitch movement in this one, mate.
I'm gonna go to just about there actually, and I'm gonna look at the guy. I'm kind of panicking about what to do, and I'm gonna say, grovel. And then I'm going to remember last time, and I'm going to say, please, at the end. Because that was the only thing that seemed to work.
I assume you're using command and not just saying words at him?
Yeah.
Okay. Or wisdom save, I believe, right, for command?
Yeah, sorry, I need to cast the spell.
Yes, please.
Smack that spell. Oh no! Did I not target him?
It's all right. Don't you panic. That is with a wisdom modifier of 0. That will fail. So you are asking him to grovel.
Yeah.
So which will happen on his turn. So Julius, anything else?
No one's injured, right? Oh, never mind, doesn't matter anyway. No, that's me.
There you go. Flopsy, it is over to you.
Right, I'm going to hope, because Has he groveled yet?
It will
Is he on the
happen
floor, or is
on
that his
his
next turn?
turn. Yeah, sadly.
That's changed my plans completely.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right. I'm gonna hope that Warforged is that Warforged looking towards Lugas, or is he looking towards me?
Let's have a look, shall we? I'm going to say you. I was going to say on a 1 he'd be looking at Lugas, but because he attacked you last, 2, 3, 4 was at you.
Right. Okay. I guess I run backwards and I shoot him with my bow.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I let go of my held action as well.
Oh, yeah, I do apologise. Okay, Flopsy, you resolve yours first of all.
I will not.
9
yeah.
will miss, sadly.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Hang on a minute. Sorry, sorry. I had a plan, and then the plan got not. Yep. Okay. I guess I will bonus action because I can't quite. Yeah. I'll bonus action dash and get back towards this chimney.
Okie dokie. Cool. And sorry, Jack. I didn't.
That's okay.
I didn't realise you had a
He's
held
just.
action.
Oh, sorry. He's just within range of my hand crossbow, so I'm gonna. You see him. He kind of like whips his hand crossbow off of his belt. He's like, just like quickly fires it off at the Warforged. I thought it was going to be
22
another
will hit.
natural 1. Uh, 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage as your bolt just lands in it, just tung, and it sort of does mildly knock him backwards, but where he's situated on this roof, he is not going anywhere. Flopsy, does that end your turn?
Yeah. There's nothing else I can do.
Okie dokie. It is over to this guy's turn, who, as he is looking intently at you, Julius, and Hew, as you sort of step up, he sort of just reels where he stood, and his body just appears to tense up, and he just gets on the ground, and he just looks at you, Julius, and says, "I'm sorry, sorry, sorry." And he will end his turn, where he is now grovelling. It is over to Xandar, who will make another strength check. Okay, he is nearly released from his bonds. Goblin, is over to you.
Okay, I have 30 feet of movement. Can I just run and jump off of this fucking building down to get within 5 feet of him? I'll take the damage if I have to.
Won't be any damage, 10 feet. Yeah, no, you should be fine. It'll be 10 feet,
right.
So
he kind of like runs past the little squirrel. As he does, he's like, he kind of gives him a funny, and he kind of just leaps through the air. His like claws out, and he like, I'll using my bonus action, he'll like tear his claws across his chest. I will take 2 points of damage.
Cool.
And as he does that, you see his claws then just like start to crackle and spark with lightning energy. And as I get here and he's prone, I'll make 2 attacks against him on the floor. This will be slashing damage.
With advantage. That will hit.
It's 12 on first.
Is that including your Crimson Ray?
No.
And that will
I'll
hit
roll
also.
after.
Adam's already... It knows exactly what class it is. And
then I'll take another 2d6 of lightning damage. So
of
7 points of
lightning damage. Lovely. So that
and he's just kind of like over him, just like tearing into him with his claws. And as the kind of blood comes off his claws, he's like,
Amazing. And while he's groveling, he's just saying, "Sorry, Julius," and as you just ravage him, these sort of blood splats just sort of tear out of him. There's not much he can really do at the moment because of fucking command. Anything else, Gob?
That's me, thank you.
It is over to the Warforged. I'm coming for you, Flopsy. How far away are you? Oh, you're very far away, aren't you? Where's move speed on this new sheet? I don't know where my move speed is. I'm going to say he has 30 feet of movement because I can't tell you otherwise. He will move to... He's not going to move there, so he'll move to there. He'll throw another javelin at you, Flopsy.
Okay.
Will 18 hits?
Yep.
So that'll be 8 points, and he'll go ahead and throw a second one at you. For a nat 20.
Uh-oh.
That's only rolled 1 dice, apparently. Okay, that's got some weird crit rules on it.
Maybe he does know D6.
That's a max damage one, I think.
That is max damage crit. So
Oh, it's just one roll of the dice times 2 plus 3. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 3.
Oh, okay.
So
it has done that.
Damage
right.
dice doubled. So Mercer rules.
That's Mercer rules. So what I'm going to do quickly, Flopsy, because I don't do Mercer rules, give yourself 2 points for healing back. I do like Mercer rules.
I've switched to Mercer rules.
Yeah, I like Mercer rules, but I don't want to change it while we're mid-combat, so give yourself 2
No,
points.
fair enough.
So as he chucks one javelin at you, Flopsy, it sort of grazes off of you, and it sort of distracts you slightly as this second javelin just comes and digs deep into your armor and really hits you in the abdomen. That has hurt quite a lot. Cool. Lugas, over to you with Hew on deck.
Okay. For my bonus action, I'd like to use Healing Light and heal Flopsy 3d6.
Cool. You in range of that? I don't know the range for you.
Yeah, it's 60 foot. It's 60 foot range. I'm just gonna roll 3d6.
Yeah.
And then remove them from my thing, as it's. I don't want to do it individually each time. So 8 points of healing to you, Flopsy. You can add that on. I'll remove that from the thing. And then for my action, I will... yeah, I don't like that guy. I will cast Mind Sliver on the robot.
Go for it.
It's not letting me click it in my Argon thing. I'll do it from character sheet.
Yeah. We maybe experienced technical difficulties as I chose to upgrade everything, and it didn't go very well. Intelligence saving throw.
Do, please.
That's going to fail.
Okay. It will be taking 4 points of psychic damage if it can take psychic damage.
That's a good shout. I don't know where it would be on this new sheet, so I'm going to say it does. And as it does, it sort of then peers towards you, Lugas. All right.
Wasn't me.
Anything else, good sir?
I'm pretty good here.
Hew, over to you.
So, seeing the strange creature clawing into my adversary, I'm just going to take a step towards him and kind of take another step to the side and round and assume that he's an ally of ours, and I'll make an attack swing with my axe against him. It's this one here, and I will do so recklessly.
You will get flanking, so you don't necessarily need to.
I will not do it. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, I will just do it.
Or any.
And he is probably... Yeah,
And he's on the floor, so I didn't...
got
I'm just going to roll it again.
Advantage from everything, my friend.
Yeah, here's a second.
Both will hit, so yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Nice.
16
And
points.
I will also add on some godly damage with that one there.
Is letting you roll
1d6.
1d6 plus 2.
Let's do
10 points. This guy is looking hurt.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, fantastic. Julius is over to you with Flopsy on deck.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Just assessing the situation. Okay. Julius is like, first of all, he can't decide whether he likes the man kneeling on the floor, apologizing to him, getting absolutely like fucked up by his friends. He's like, do I like? No, don't like it. And then I was gonna go for this guy near death. But Flopsy's getting fucked up there. So can I try and
Yes, because you left the rogue with the Warforged.
I don't leave anyone with anything.
So I'm not. So you won't be able to get to there because it will take you 10 feet to try and climb up this house, and because you don't have a climbing speed, you will need to essentially try and climb up there. The best way to climb up there would be from here. You can't just scale the side of a building, essentially.
Fuck it.
Oh,
Misty Step.
Misty Step. Okay, Misty Step. I was going to say, fuck the rules.
I don't want it.
You know, everything you just said, I think, fuck you, I'm doing it anyway.
System. So Misty Step is just, Julius, is just going to step out in front of Flopsy. And can I cast a spell right?
Can you cast
another spell?
A spell. You can't cast a leveled spell, but you can cast a cantrip. No. So you're thinking back to Curse of Strahd rules with Fey Step. Misty Step is a spell, so you cannot cast another leveled spell on your turn.
Never mind. That's fine. Oh, in that case, I'll go next to him then. Because
you would have to go to there, unfortunately, because that's a gap.
Oh, is that a... Oh, sorry, right. I thought that was still the roof. Yeah, and I'm just going to try and... and I'll be like... Stop picking on my friend. And I'm going to try and stab him.
Negative.
Because I can't cast it. Let's do it. So... Give me 10 years. 12 years. Yeah.
That's going to hit.
Is it rolling? Nice. Cool.
Roll damage for me.
Try.
Wow.
6
points of damage.
Wow, I suck.
That's right, mid-roll.
That's alright. Right, bonus action.
Got any movement left? Negative.
Yeah, but he'll get an attack of opportunity, won't he?
Yeah, sad playing characters without the mobile feet, isn't it? Flopsy.
Oh, it is horrible.
It is over to you.
I'm gonna.
If you bear with me a second. So, being hit by that crit before, put you to quite low hit points, and you feel your body start to surge slightly. You feel this. You get the sense that this argon within you is starting to take over, but you can't quite construe if it's attempting to be helpful or attempting to be mistrusting. That's all I'll say for that at the moment. Go ahead and take your action.
Do I feel I can reach out to it, or is it just like happening?
It is just happening to you at the moment.
It's just happening.
Within this first couple of seconds of your turn.
I'm going to worry about that later. That's a future me problem. I'm going to attempt to bonus action hide behind the chimney stack that I'm currently behind.
Yeah, so he's currently not looking in your direction, so I'll say fair enough, roll me a stealth check. It will be a high-ish DC, because he is right there, but we'll see.
Oh, it's only 18.
13.
13.
I'll say for the purposes of this that he is a Warforged, he is looking at Lugas and Julius's direction, that you can go ahead and get your sneak attack with this, if you like.
If I get sneak attack, this gives me advantage.
And advantage. Before you roll the attack, you can roll a d20 for me?
Oh. Sure.
Okay, roll damage.
That's not concerning at
all. So, as you... do you want to roll sneak attack as well?
I don't like where this is going.
So, as you pull back your bow and release it, the hand that you were holding the bowstring with just sort of ignites, sort of lights this arrow on fire, and as you shoot it towards him, it will seemingly do... It didn't matter anyway, because you were going to kill him. But you get the sense that it was about to do a lot more damage than what you were originally intending. But would you like to describe how this Warforge falls to its knees and dies?
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, I prep the bow, knock it back, and then as I see in my peripheral vision just this glowing, like, energy, I sort of, like, tilt up a little bit. Out of surprise and sort of just let go. And the arrow, which I'm assuming is now like burning with this intense heat, rather than aiming at where I was hoping for, like the joints in his neck, goes right through his eye socket. And then you just see the like Julius, you just see this flaming arrow just come bursting with this kind of argon light right into his head. And you can just see Flopsy going, fuck, as she's like waving her hand around. Is it still glowing?
No, it's gone now. So yeah, as you shake, okay. You've essentially just shaken it off. And this Warforged now, as the arrow goes through him, it just sort of just and lands on the floor. But what you can see now is sparks of argon energy, sort of as this mechanoid droid is sort of twitching on the roof. It doesn't appear to be a combatant anymore, but you get the sense that actually it's still got life within it, just because it's flickering off of this argon energy. Anything else, Flopsy?
I'm gonna look at Julius. Did you see that?
Well, that's new.
Just a bit. And then I'm gonna just like duck back here and just like look at my hand as I'm leaning against the chimney stack and just being like, the hell was that? And that'll end my turn.
Cool. And just do me a favor, one last thing, roll me an Arcana check for me.
Oh, okay. Let's go clear anything. Nope.
Yeah, you don't really know
6.
You don't really know what just happened. Cool. So it is over to this guy right here, who will use half his movement to get up as he realizes he's groveling to somebody who he can no longer see, or didn't matter anyway. It's like, why was I groveling? Who are you two? And he will go ahead and hit you, Gob, with his attack that never works for some reason. So that will be, and he's rolling amazing as usual, that will be a 13 to hit.
Misses.
He will go for his second short sword swing at you, which will be an 18 to hit. Hits. Let me just check the damage on that. That'll be... so, yeah, I'll roll like this. So you will take 4 points of piercing... 8 points of piercing damage and 6 points of poison damage. So 4 points of so you'll take 10 points of damage total.
Thank you.
And then he'll go for his third swing on you, which will most certainly miss. So his first swing goes wide, and then he brings it back, stabs it into you, tears it back out, and then just sort of fumbles it and drops his weapon to the floor because he definitely ain't surviving till his next round. Over to Captain Xandar.
The one that does hit, kind of like as it strikes him, Gob's just like just laughing at him.
Captain Xandar will still sort of be restrained, but you can see he's mainly out of it now. Gob, it is over to you.
Okie dokie. I'm going to hit him, use all of my actions to hit him 3 times.
Bloody hell. Don't think you'll need it, but...
Sorry about that. Oh, it should be with advantage. I'll check for a...
Roll a d20.
20. That's
That'll
fine.
hit.
So I'll do the Crimson Right damage in a minute. So that's the first one is 10. Oof.
That'll
18.
hit. Do me a favour and just roll your third attack for me. Don't worry about the damage on this.
Okay. And then an 18 again.
Cool. So if you'd like to roll your damage, go for it, but you're about to annihilate this guy, so it's up to you if you'd like to roll your damage for fun.
Well, I'll leave it. It's
all
fine.
right.
It's too many clicks.
You killed him with the second attack, but I just wanted to see if all 3 of them hit. So yeah, go ahead and describe how all 3 ravage into this creature.
The guy gets to his feet and like he manages to get this nick on him. He's just like, you see this crackling energy from his claws again, and he just kind of like does an uppercut, a down strike, and then the final one is just like across his throat, and just like he spins him around so that he's looking at Hew, and then as he does, he just kind of drops to the floor. And at that point, Gob just kind of jumps on top of him and is just like tearing into his corpse with his claws.
Nice.
Look at the little thing go.
Holy shit.
And that, when I put him to 0 HP, will be where we will end combat, guys. The scene is yours. Captain Xandar, using his next action, will break free from his chains just in time to not contribute to the fight. And he gets up and just says, "Well done to you all. Thanks for saving me. Hew, how you doing? What's that thing there?"
I don't fucking know.
I have no idea. Isn't it fantastic?
Thank whatever that is.
And I'll kneel down in front of Gob and I'll be like, "Hello there, friend. I'm Hew. Who are you?"
He's kind of like, as he's like on top of the body, he just like covers his hands in blood and just wipes it on his face like this. Gob.
It's a Gob. Well, thank you so much for all the help, Gob. Is Captain Xandar, is this one of your friends?
That's what you'll see.
Kind of like his eyes are wide and he's like looking around the space like and he'll start to like back away towards the buildings to the west. He's like got his like claws up like
Oh, don't be scared. Don't be scared. And do I have any food? I don't know if I'm in the bag.
Food? You're offering something from your jar.
Don't offer him the jar.
Can I unscrew my jar?
Oh no, don't offer that.
So,
No one deserves that.
As Hew unscrews this jar, Gob, the smell, everyone in the vicinity, I guess Flopsy, even it hits you, the smell is so pungent. As it crawls up your nose, you get the sense that you can taste it already just by him opening this jar. Its smell is this putrid, rotted amalgamation of all sorts of shite.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sniff the air. Fucking. And like step a little bit closer to it, like kind of intrigued and kind of get enough to get kind of close up to the jar and just kind of put his nose in it.
You get a hint of a strawberry bonbon, a hint of dirty pool water, some ale. What else have you added to it, Darren?
Apples. What else is in there? I think I made a note on it.
He's very
incredibly strong alcohol. magic pool water. Hew's magic bonbons.
Yes.
Unless you stop him, he's going to take the jar out of your hands and just like.
Oh no! I'm gonna stop him. No, just one, and I'll put an apple out for you.
Would you like to eat the apple, Gob?
He kind of looks at the apple and just kind of bats it away out of his hand.
Oh, really ungrateful. My bonbons in my bag.
Put the apple.
I got a
in.
feeling this is going to be like a wild magic table.
Oh, I've got some of it.
At this point, he's like really tweaking out, like, and you see like the long snout just kind of like snaps backwards into his face, and the claws retract, and then kind of like falls to the floor for a second, and you see now like curled up on the floor in a fetal position is like this little goblin, like crazy scraggly.
Don't know if that's better.
We'll see. No.
Saviour from a strange land. Speak your purpose.
He kind of like reaches into like a small pouch satchel that he's got kind of like around his waist, and just takes out this piece of parchment and just kind of like squill music, and it's got like pictures, like sketches of each of you drawn on it.
Okay.
That's me. That's Lugas. Who's? Oh, there's Flopsy. Were you looking for us, Gob?
No, not looking for you now.
Insight.
Oh.
Roll an insight check. Gob, please roll a persuade or roll a d20 and add your persuasion or deception, your choice.
Okay, I don't know what either of those are, so bear with me.
You're there, Lugas.
You probably convinced me.
Safe to say, you're pretty convinced.
It's just be a flat roll. It'll be 16.
Yeah, what would Lugas gather from you, considering you beat the shit out of him on that roll?
He seems like he was not interested. Like, he just seems to have this parchment, and you kind of like, you asked him if he was looking for you guys, and he's like, genuinely no, doesn't seem to be like he's been searching for you in any way at all.
Right. I'll sort of pick myself up by the scruff and lower myself down.
No, the squirrel did a nut job.
Sorry?
Nuts. I counsel wants you.
Oh. For what purpose? Is it like they want our heads or our presence?
Yeah, probably your nuts. No, I mean, probably
using mine.
Just to talk, probably. I don't know.
Do you have any sort of identification on you? Because I'm familiar with the sort of nobles of Waterdeep. I'm not sure they'd send someone of your immense caliber.
Nobody send me. No, I found it.
Oh, so you're freelance?
Everywhere. Your faces are everywhere.
Oh, God. Oh.
It would just kind of like walk over to you slowly and like stroke your face. Wow, fluffy.
Oh. Welcome out, chef. All right. Well, lovely to meet you. I hear the Good Samaritan. Never judge
One thing
someone
I
by
notice about him as you get close is that he smells terrible.
I assumed.
And he's very damp. He smells like sewage and he's very damp.
Oh.
Just a bit damp.
Moist.
Damp. Moist, pooey smell.
Beautiful.
I raise myself 10 feet off the ground.
Oh!
Hey, pleasure to meet you. I think I overheard Gob?
Gob, but everybody just calls me Gob.
Oh, is that not your real name?
I don't know.
Oh, well, pleasure to meet you. I'm, all right. Are you an escort?
Fucking tree man. What?
All right. I'll be right back.
Hey,
I just took a step towards Xander and I'm going to elbow. What the fuck is that?
and you see Xander just sort of gets up and you sort of help him untie the last of his bonds, and you can see he's pretty beaten up. And he just sort of gets to his knees and just sort of says, I don't know what exactly that thing is there, but I mean, he did help us. Thank you for saving me. Flopsy, Julius, where are they?
I was waiting for us to come down off the roof.
This was Flopsy. What's going through your head at the moment?
I'm just staring at my fucking hand. I'm like sat down, leaning against the chimney stack, just being like,
yeah, I'll go as soon as the fight ends. I'll go over to wherever she is.
What I'll say, Flopsy, just quickly, roll me while you've had sort of this minute or so downtime, roll me another Arcana check.
That's better.
Yeah,
18.
Better. You get the sense that what has happened within you is kind of a protection mechanism from within you. You being damaged in the way you did was life-threatening. You get the sense that as an immune system would, or as a normal human body would protect itself from certain things, your body is protecting itself in different ways now.
Wow. Right. That's interesting.
Hey, how are you doing? Like, look at her sat on the roof.
And you're just gonna like see her just kind of go, I'm good. I explode. Controlled, like.
Like, what?
So, okay, I'm just hypothesizing, because obviously I know nothing about what's going on with my body right now, but...
You and onions is not a good thing. But what are we talking about here?
Well, like, not onions, okay? I stay away from them as much as I can. But it's more like... It's more like I think the argon inside me was trying to, like, help. Because I was seriously hurt by that thing. And I'll point at it. Is it still, like, crackling?
Not anymore. No, it's very much died down, and it's now just the mechanoid warforged is completely inert.
It's almost like I was really badly injured, and so the argon sort of tried to expel the danger. Does that make sense?
Maybe. He'll like hold his hand out to you and like help you up if you're gonna take it.
I'll stand up
and
and
give you a
brush myself off.
Little healing word while we're at it.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I've just opened the picture of the goblin. Oh my god.
So roll
What the hell?
2d4 plus your spellcast modifier if you're doing level 1. I believe it's 2d4 or 1d4, one of them.
2d4, I think, right?
It is now, yeah, with the new 2024 versions of them, I believe.
Yeah.
Anytime now. Anytime.
Will Flopsy ever get healed? Who knows? Join us
Crash.
next time.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I thought you were just rolling. I thought you were rolling 2d4.
I'm not rolling your spell for you. I can if you like.
Me up, sorry. I didn't realize you were talking to me.
You're the one casting the spell.
Hang on,
I mean, I don't even know what your modifier is.
Cast it. Right. Did that work? Has it done it?
Probably not. Do you want me to do it?
Right. Hang on. I clicked it. Right. Hang on. There we go.
There we go.
Healing.
Kate needs a better laptop.
We're working.
I
on
need
it.
a better break.
Sorry, I need to sort my. Maybe that's something I can do this weekend, this long weekend. I can sort my PC out.
Cool. So
There you go.
12 points of healing. Really good.
Woo. So yeah, as I sort of like start feeling a bit refreshed, I'm like, are we safe? I saw a little shit running around. Looks really.
I don't know whether that's like he was helping us, so I think he's not like. I don't know what he is. We should maybe go and find out. But listen, Mitz, I was kind of thinking about this whole Argon thing, right? And the fact that I don't know, you don't know what it does, and it's like inside of you. And sometimes I feel like you are not like super concerned in the same way that maybe I would be if I was exploding things. And I might maybe myself also explode. And I was thinking, is it like a university here, or like a big fucking library or something?
I don't know.
Do we know?
And
The best person to ask would be Lugas, right?
Well, we've been to Waterdeep, right?
it depends if you've popped it in your backstories.
Well, we started at Waterdeep. That's where we got the ship to Neverwinter.
Then yes, then there is not a big library, but there is a library within Waterdeep for sure.
Well, I was just thinking maybe instead of like fumbling around the place and mad shit happening and all of these people trying to chase you to I don't know what, maybe it's worth thinking of seeing if there's a way of like getting it out of you, like safely.
I mean,
you know.
I think there is a way of getting it out. I think it's like, based on how I'm feeling about it, and I'm going to be sort of like talking as we're walking across the roof so that we're making our way towards Lugas and everyone. The way I'm kind of thinking it's happening, it's not an infinite energy source that's just attached to me now. I think it's more like I've eaten some energy and I can expel it, but the problem is that I don't know how to expel it yet. But I think it's a finite resource that I have. I just don't know how to, you know?
Well, maybe we could find like a clever person in a library who could find I don't know, books have information in them, right?
They do. I actually really enjoy reading. We didn't have very many books in Baldur's Gate. You know, kind of the explosion thing.
Well, might not hurt to just check is all I'm saying.
I mean, I'm good for that. Anything that tells me a little bit more about what's going on now, I'll happily do. What is that? And I'm just going to point.
We'll drop down and join the others.
The smell hits you before you see him.
Thumper!
Oh.
Rabbit!
Hi.
Hey.
What's your name?
Fella?
Everybody just calls me Gob.
Gob?
Nice.
That's a name for the ages.
Did your mother name you Gob?
I don't know. Don't think so.
Why are you here? Out of interest. Out of interest.
I'm gonna look at Lugas and Hew like, what is going on?
I got stuck. It's stupid. I got stuck.
You got
You
stuck.
got stuck.
Yeah, I got drunk and I fell in here.
Oh, I see. You fell?
From where?
Is there not? Isn't that a street just over there, though, that you can, just leave?
No, I've been in the sewers for weeks.
Oh, you fell down in the
That's where you
sewers. I
fell.
see. That's where the smell. That's where it comes from. I see.
Where it comes from?
Nothing. Nothing comes from nowhere. It's absolutely fine. She says, just like red.
Fine.
Mm.
You wouldn't be able to tell. What are we doing? Okay, can I just ask? Who was this man? I'll gesture to my I imagine.
I was enjoying myself too much. Maybe I should explain. You'll see Xandar come on over, and he'll just sort of he'll look down at the dead body of this bleach-haired person who was a really cool and strong NPC that just grovelled on the floor for his turns. And he'll say, yes, that this here is Sticky Fingers.
Pussy.
Yes. Was he talking to me?
What?
Yes.
All right. I'll ignore what you said, small goblin. I kind of like you. You're nice. I don't know why I picked up this accent, but I'll go with it for now.
You were Scottish earlier.
I Scottish.
Next week.
You see this man on the floor. He was after my runestone. You know, that green stuff that I showed you once before.
Another smuggler?
I like this. Julius smiles in approval. Haha, a fellow wit.
Was he another smuggler?
Aye. He caught me off guard as I was coming back. I've managed to procure some parts for the harmony. But
Oh, brilliant.
they appear to have broken the few spark plugs that I needed, so now I've got to head back out and grab some more. But while I was in the city...
I thought you were about to send us on an indie horror game quest.
I mean, if you'd like to go and fetch 4 spark plugs and kill 10 boars for me, then I'll award you 40 XP and 2 gold. However, if you're not fancying it, I can do it myself, because this is D&D, and I've got AI. And what you'll see is he gathers up his bags and his belongings, and you see as he picks up his bag, it's sort of shimmering with this green glow that you get the sense that it's just sort of a bag of rinstone. As I've been making my way through the city, they are indeed on the lookout for all 4 of you. Other people as well, but there appears to be a lot of heat on you 4 specifically. So if you're heading through the city, the main part of the city, just be on the lookout. You'll be okay in this district. Not a lot of people seem to give a shit about sort of guardsmen and all that, but just up a couple of blocks is the main council building. You might want to steer clear, if you catch me drift.
Well, that's kind of where we want to head towards, at least, because we've discovered that there might be a little bit of a meet going on.
Weren't we supposed to be meeting them at this sort of tavern place?
The
Watery Pint.
The Watery Pint. Good remembering.
Oh,
Hey,
I don't remember.
I know the Watery Pint well. It's just before you get to the main council building. If you stay to the alleys, you could probably make your way there without being seen. But really,
Go in the sewers. Stinky.
Wasn't my intention.
I mean, you could go by sewer if you wanted to, but I would suggest not. There's some things down there that's not the best.
No. Stay. Okay.
There's things like this creature, for instance, who I cannot tell is about to attack me or not attack me. I'm not sure.
I mean, perhaps if
I will kill
perhaps
you.
if we keep him along with us, it might cause people to give us a wide berth. You know.
I mean, yeah. I'm fully with you on that. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go 5 feet higher.
Look here, little goblin. Touch me like that again, and I'll fucking down you.
Like what? What do you mean?
I will fucking stick you with this blade, my man. Do you not know who I am?
No.
You're looking at Captain Xandar. And I hazard you to know that I hold a little bit of respect in this city. So I suggest you don't call me a pussy again, boy.
I didn't say nothing.
All right. Good to hear.
This city has gone to shit. There's nothing good.
Well, I like you a lot, small creature. I do. I like you a lot. And he'll sort of point off in their direction down the street. If you're heading into the city, if you're heading towards the Waterdeep Pint, that would probably be your best way forward. But up to you. I'm gonna go and find these spark plugs.
Okay.
Best of luck to you, and thanks again.
Where are we supposed to be, like, meeting again?
It was the watery pint.
The watery pint.
No, I mean, to Xandar. Like, we're getting back on the ship, right, at some
Hey,
point?
well, I've just got to repair the ship. So as soon as you're coming back, we can depart. I'm gonna probably need another day to get the ship up and operational.
The Harmony's still by the resort.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Take as much time as you need, but obviously, be aware there is a city on fire, being held by Asmodeus.
Big burn.
So we can last here as long as we want to. There's no rush, no time problems at all.
No imperative.
I've
All good.
been solely focused on that for the past 12 hours.
I love the idea that we're just bumming around on quad bikes while the literal devil is burning a city.
Hey, it would be really weird if you lot were just bumming about for an entire day doing fuck all. But
Eating sandwiches and swimming.
I'm sure you wouldn't.
Playing poker with old ladies. Can I please start rooting through this guy, this dead body?
Yeah, sure. Make an investigation check.
You had a sweet coat, right? Can I take what's left of the coat?
Definitely had it. Yeah, cool black trench coat, sort of going down to his knees.
I'm gonna put it on and be like, Mitz, hey Mitz, what do you think?
Oh, that's a look. I mean, it suits you, definitely.
Why did you say that with a weird look on your face?
Well, no, it suits you. It's just that I've never seen you in a black leather trench coat before. It's
Yeah, it's a
a
new
look.
vibe.
It is a new vibe. I like it.
Maybe this is like
Gives you
Don.
an aura of danger.
Yeah, we had like dark Flopsy. This is dark Julias. I'm gonna like put it up.
Do me a favour, roll an investigation check.
Investigations. Not my strongest. Yeah. 3.
Does anyone else
You're
want
not
to go?
looking properly. The nasty thieving bastard.
You unfind the jacket.
Too busy, like,
This isn't a jacket.
Would anyone else like?
Can I
Can I try? Oh, sorry.
Give him kick him in the head.
Thieving.
Yeah,
And
you
try and dig around.
certainly can. Go ahead, Flopsy. You want to check as well?
Yeah, I'll go
Yeah.
for it. Yeah.
Both roll an investigation.
fuck is it? There we go.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 to 17. Cool. Gob, you look through the majority of the equipment in there, and for some reason I was looking at your equipment. That won't help me. You find a short sword, a short bow, a tiny little hand crossbow. Doesn't appear to be anything magical at all. You do find yourself 13 gold, just in a small pouch. So you can go ahead and add 13 gold to your inventory. It's probably quite a lot. I don't know if you were a poor or rich person, but 13 gold. And you
takes the pouch and pours it into his hand. Just drops the coins on the ground.
And you find another small pouch, but this pouch is a bit different. As you open it up, you see inside quite a lot of these green crystals, sort of like ground up. You're not quite sure what it is. Flopsy, you will also find the same thing. You saw the pouch of coins that Gob picked out just as you were about to get to it, and you just dropped them on the floor anyway. But you also find a pouch of what you know to be Rinstone.
Would I, though? Because I wasn't there when they found it.
Oh, then you do not know them. Good shout. Yeah, you were upstairs, weren't you?
So, yeah, I was soul searching. Getting told off by Zorbal.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sort of look at it, give it a little bit of a... Is there any kind of odour that comes from the bag?
No odour.
I'm not going in... I'm not doing that, but...
Yeah, no odour whatsoever, but I'll say, because everyone else knows you, because of your arcana knowledge, and also for your knowledge as well, Jack, but you wouldn't know this too much, is Rinstone is a powerful material that will let you modify certain equipment or certain spells in some form or fashion if you can find a way to essentially tinker with those tools or find someone who knows how to modify spells.
He's going to open this pouch. Is it crushed? What is it?
Yeah, it's very, very finely crushed. The Rinstone that you guys all saw on the Harmony was like sort of pure shards of Rinstone. This is a pouch of crushed.
He just kind of puts his nose in the bag and then just takes out a small amount of it on his finger and kind of looks at it like this and holds it up to the sun and just takes a bump of it.
Brilliant.
No, you don't need any of that. No.
Oh,
you will take one point of piercing damage as this glass, shards of glass just get sucked onto your nose and you feel it just pierce and cut. But it feels good, Gob. That's just this momentary 12 seconds of pure blood rush in your head as you feel like you could just run a marathon in mere seconds. But then the high fades.
Stuffs it down his trousers.
Instantly.
Now I understand why he fell down the sewers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the Rinstone pouch in my bag, and then I'm gonna work on picking up the 13 gold that the idiot just dropped on the floor.
They're everywhere. Yeah. They're just scattered.
Hey, can someone please check for me, because I did look, but I think I might be blind. Is this guy wearing armor of any kind?
Just simple leather armor.
No, light armor.
Just, I'm pretty sure the same armor you're wearing. Yes, literally the same armor you're wearing.
So, Gob, was it? Are you to be our escort?
Where do you want to go?
I mean, you've sort of showed up with pictures of us, fought with us, and then you've told us the High Council needed us. But there's I'm assuming you just overheard that.
Wait, he has pictures?
Yeah, he's got some fan art.
Rabbit. Squirrel.
Does that look like
the other one?
Wanted posters?
Do they look like the wanted posters, Gob?
Yeah.
Have you traced?
That is a very flattering picture of you, Hugh, I've got to say.
So is it like is it a full body picture, or is it just a face?
Mugshot.
Mugshot, I think.
I'll leave
Mine
it on
would
the
be
Gob.
full body.
Just says wanted by High Council on it.
Okay. Oh, so it's an actual printed thing, is it? It's not something you've just like scribbled down.
No, he's found this thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I thought you scribbled. So what? Yeah, I thought you like traced it. So what you guys see is this sheet, and it does say wanted, but there's no bounty or anything like that. There's no price tag on your heads. It's just wanted for questioning, essentially.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Well, no. What tends to happen when they want you for questioning is that they question you, and you end up, even if you didn't mean to, you end up saying something that keeps you in their custody for like way longer than you ever anticipated, and then you're stuck there, and then you end up being arrested anyway for something that they've just made up because you said something suspicious or that they thought was suspicious. Don't trust the government, says the woman from Baldur's Gate.
At all. Usually they take you in, you have a chat, and then they let you go.
It is worth mentioning while you lot are having this conversation is you do hear some sort of like some cheering coming from the building over here. There's quite a bit of cheering and sort of laughter, heavy laughter coming on from that building. And I'll tell you what, with Flopsy's passive perception, you hear a voice just say, the hand in the eye, and then roll initiative.
Oh, no.
Not the hand in the eye.
Hand in the eye, roll initiative.
Oh. Would I recognise this? Would I recognise this terminology? Maybe from the games room back at Mordenkainen's resort?
No, sadly, no. You didn't tune into that one.
Okay.
What does that mean? The hand in the eye.
Well, what you'll see, Flopsy, from where you are is you see this strange figure that's just sort of sat there on this wooden step, and he's just sort of looking over to you, bewildered about everything that's just happened, and he'll just sort of, well, better go back to my game. And you'll see another figure come out, and he'll just say, Adam, it's your turn. And he'll usher them both back into the building. Where they close the door, and you hear merriment and fun happening from within that building.
I want to go in there.
There seems to be some fun being had over here.
And you hear roll 2d6 for damage and add your proficiency modifier.
Oh, okay.
Who is supposed to be meeting at the watery... What was it called?
The watery
pint.
Watery pint.
Pint.
I mean,
We're definitely meeting Juliet there. Juliet said that she'd meet you there.
Elgondo's going to be there in a couple. Elgondo's going to be there in a couple hours.
Elgondo, yes, and he was like in with the council. Other than us, he was the other in.
Yeah,
I'd like to be around him if possible, because he might be able to help us get past a few guards. You know.
I get past all the guards all the time.
Oh, I have immense trust in their ability to perceive. Then,
Guards, nasty bastards, they're snatcher.
Well, I don't know about you, but I could actually do with a little bit of a break after that Warforged beat the shit out of me.
And on that
and
note,
we've got to wait a couple hours anyway.
we will take a quick break. In real life. It's only because it's 9:20 and Darren has to do things. So we'll be back in just a second. Hey, welcome back, heroes, to the echoes of the past. Yeah. Did you guys want to head off? Is there anything else that you'd like to do in this scene, or would you like to follow the road around?
I'd like to talk to that spectacled fella at the bottom there.
Oh, he's gone in. He's gone inside, sadly. But if there's anything that you'd
damn.
like to say to him before he goes in,
Just missed him.
he's just closing the door. Would you like to say something as he just peers out?
Like, whisper into his mind. He's not even looking at me. He says, "You go for it. You're a strong, independent, and handsome chap. You go in there and you save the day."
And you will see that he gains heroic inspiration in real life.
Right.
And he disappears.
Andy, any chance this well leads to the sewers?
That well will not lead to the sewers, sadly.
Where would I have come up from?
In where I will show you in a second. I will point out.
Fair enough.
But if we're all sort of heading off, don't worry about the battle map at this point. So what I'll do is I'll head on over to here. As you sort of you kind of dart down and you sort of cross over this main street that just appears to be kind of empty, and you make your way into one of the few narrow, windy alleyways of Waterdeep. You get the sense now that sort of entering the city that this is a very dense city. Buildings and houses sort of everywhere with these tiny little alleyways that all sort of filter into the main part of the city. Lugas and Goblin, or anyone that has visited Waterdeep, you'll know it well. It is a large city, so I'm going to say that, like, you guys who know it will know it sort of well, but for anyone to really know their way around Waterdeep, you would have had to lived here for years and years and years. Gob, the sewer entrance that you would have seen is just sort of on your left. There'll just be a large grate there somewhere. But everybody that you see in this alleyway now is seemingly just sort of lost or disjointed or looking depressed, and some of the faces that you actually see were from Neverwinter, and you see people have sort of made makeshift beds on the side of this alleyway, and you get the sense that these are refugees that are coming in from Neverwinter. So, but nobody appears to be looking in your direction or taking any notice of you right now.
I just realised, have we picked up another half furry?
Yes.
Oh.
Does that make us like a total of 3? Or is it like a 2 and 2 halves type thing?
Don't know. But yeah, so as somebody just Lugas, roll me a perception check.
At 8. Perception, rolling. What do I see? Whooping everything.
Cool, 19. Yeah, well, what I'll say is you recognise this place. You recognise this as you are within sort of the bottom half of Waterdeep, and you're heading north. And I'm going to say, Lugas, that you know where the watery point is, and it is just sort of a couple blocks up. But yeah, how would you guys like to proceed through this city? Nobody seems to be paying you too much attention right now.
I mean, we can just... I don't see why... If it only wanted for questioning, I don't see why we can just walk up, and then if anyone says, aha, we'd be like, we've been found.
I mean, it does kind of put a spanner in the works in terms of trying to meet people if we're taken in by the guards. We don't know how long they'll keep us.
They're thieves is too.
Yeah, thieves.
And I don't know. I'm just a little bit suspicious of guards in general. I mean, that might just be Baldur's Gate. I'm not sure, but you know, it's that it being picked up by the law or the law adjacent is never a good idea.
I mean,
As an enemy of the god of law and justice, I'm just going to float over here.
Like got the chief of police walking next to you.
Yeah. I'm just going to hold
you
on.
can be inconspicuous. Looking at bloody 7 foot Hew, the rabbit.
I'm just imagining you've got Flopsy like sneaking through the back You got Flopsy sneaking through the back alleys, and Hew's just behind her, looming, just pretending to do the same, drawing all the attention.
That's it. And just a couple that are on the floor, just a male and a female, do just sort of look up to you, and they do. I suppose Flopsy and Julius, you would notice that they do appear to have recognised you from Neverwinter. And they sort of say, "Are you from? You were the people in the Neverwinter games, were you not?"
Yeah.
We barely made it out alive. How did you escape?
I'm just going to look at Julius.
Well, that was the boat. We got on the boat, the flying boat.
Airship. We
Yeah,
thought they
that
were
thing.
all destroyed. Do you have any idea what is to become? I don't even have the words. But do you know if there's any chance we can go back there? That's our home, and our son is missing.
Do they bear any resemblance to the child that we just happened to pick up that was on the airship? What was his name?
They actually do.
They do. Oh my god! What was the kid's name?
Wizard Apprentice.
Did he have a name?
Alex.
Alex,
Was that-
yes. It was
Alex,
Alex.
Charles
Yes,
Julius
it was
found.
Alex. Sorry, I had to go and look that up real quick.
I was going to say
Mason and
Nathan.
Linda.
I was like, no, Nathan was the kobold.
The kobold.
Oh,
His mum and dad were Mason and Linda.
Oh,
I definitely. Go on, Hugh. You were the one that remembered it.
I'm not. I'm in the background.
Oh yeah, I definitely remember. What are you guys called?
names. Sorry, I'm Mason. And this is my wife.
Oh, really nice to meet you both, and I'll shake both of their hands. Listen, it might be a really strong coincidence that when we were getting on the ship, there was a kid that also got on the ship.
And her eyes just sort of light up.
He had this Squirrely Dan toy, and his name was Alex. And
You found our
he said
boy.
his parents. I think so. He said his parents were Mason and Linda. He's safe.
Oh, tell us where he is.
Well, he's. You know where the Lugas, the old people's home.
I don't know it well, but the tall mansion-like building towards the central.
Yeah. Near there. That's where the ship is, and I guess unless he's left. Wait, no. Did we drop him off in Waterdeep?
Didn't everyone leave to go to
Yeah,
Waterdeep?
we dropped them all off. Oh, we did.
So he would have made his way here.
So he's somewhere in Waterdeep. He was with a Dragonborn lady, right?
A French Dragonborn lady,
French
sandwich
Dragonborn
lady.
She's probably
Sandwich shop.
opened a sandwich shop. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. We will search for him. Thank you. And how did you know it was our son? I suppose you
You
knew.
bear a striking resemblance.
Aye. He has his father's. He has my nose. I forgot I was the one speaking. We will find him. Thank you. Thank you for everything, and thank you for saving my boy. I owe you a great deal. Like I said, my name's Mason, and if what you say is true and he's out there, and we find him, I promise I will repay you all for what you have done.
You don't have to do that. I'm sure everyone would have done the same thing.
I'm not so sure.
No.
Let's see.
Take care of yourselves, okay?
Will do, and if you see him before we do, yeah, just tell him Mama and Pops we're alive, and we'll find him.
If we do see him before you find him, where do you want us to send him somewhere?
I don't know this city at all. We, as you can see, and he'll point to his sort of sleeping arrangements. This is all we have at the moment.
Well, what about the council building? I'm assuming that's a big monumental size in the middle of somewhere.
Yes, we went there first of all, like everybody, and they were just turning us away. It appears to be cordoned off by guards. They weren't allowing anyone in. They appear to have more pressing matters than the homeless now on their streets, but who am I to judge?
City's on lockdown. Can't go anywhere.
Yes, what the strange goblin said.
Well, I tell you what, if we do see him, what about if we send him towards, what's the pub we're going to?
Watery Pine.
Yeah.
Why don't we send him, like, outside of that?
Okay, I think we can, yes. We will go there, we will head there. Thank you. And there'll be this awkward moment where you guys sort of start to head off, and then they head off in the same direction, and they're like, "Oh, should we go?
No.
Should we go first, or should you, or should we walk together?" Or
it's lovely
What
weather.
happens?
It's a really nice day today. It's just,
Yeah, you can walk with us if you.
Ooh.
Awkward.
Yeah.
But no, they will head off on the in their own time. Anything else you'd like to know? Or would you guys continue on?
You want to rest?
The way that I think we can rest when we get to the tavern. We're probably going to have to wait a little bit for El Gondo anyway. You said a couple of hours, right?
Yeah. So like they need to do their sort of the lords need to have their meeting, and then look like I don't know what sort of nobility rank El Gondo has, rather than being old and powerful. But I don't think he has like a dukedom or anything like. I don't know what's up with him.
Does anything about the street remind me of home at all? Like the way that there's just kind of like just the tone, the vibe, the ramshackle kind of sleeping arrangements.
I mean, the sleeping arrangements, sure. In Baldur's Gate, there would be people, but you definitely don't feel nostalgic in any way. The city appears to be in a lot more upkeep. The sun is beaming down and sort of refracting off of the ceramic sort of painted walls. The lack of paint in Baldur's Gate, and everything's just sort of smeared with black and ash, and yeah, it's a lot different feeling. But memories are coming back from seeing people sleeping on the streets for sure, but in a very different way.
So, Gob, are you like, you're from Waterdeep?
No.
Okay.
Where are you from? Like, if you want to elaborate on that.
Extrapolate, that'll be lovely.
More talking, fine. I don't know.
You don't seem to know much about your background.
What's your earliest memory, Gob?
If you hit your head on something, I'm quite a profound healer.
No, I did the ritual, and then I woke up, and then I ran away. That was it, really.
What ritual?
Well, I mean, he was a lot further earlier. It might be a similar thing to Hew's situation.
It's like a blood ritual thing.
Oh, you were the little furry creature. That was you?
What?
The little fairy creature. That was you. The one that was like.
Did you not put 2 and 2 to get the smell? This is the same.
They both smell the same.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was busy being shot at.
You got to run quicker than that, otherwise they'll shoot you.
Yes. Well, I was trying to get behind cover, but and unfortunately, I didn't quite manage to make it in time.
Sometimes I get funny feelings, and then I go a bit crazy.
Ooh.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I see we limit our interactions with this individual.
What is it that you like? What do you like? What do you do? You just do you live in the sewer?
Why are you?
Well, I don't know. I was just like, have you been in the sewer for like days or months? Or I'm just fascinated. Like, I'm sorry.
Maybe weeks, maybe months, I don't know. Long time. I've made a little home down there.
Oh, so you live down in the sewers?
Temporary accommodation, really.
I see. So
Sounds
why did
wonderful.
you come to Waterdeep?
I don't know. I just woke up here.
Oh.
You woke up in Waterdeep? In the sewer?
Yeah, I went drinking in a town not far away, and then I woke up in the sewers.
You went drinking in a town far away and then woke up in the sewers in Waterdeep?
Yeah.
Having flashbacks, Julius?
I've had nights like that.
You know what I mean?
No, I think that's a bit extreme.
And then you
Are we related? What's going on? I'm confused.
You know, Julius, he does strike a sparking resemblance.
Yeah. Life is for living, isn't that right, Gob?
I guess so.
See?
Would you look? I think I can see the tavern from here.
I don't mind coming with you, but I don't have to.
I mean, you seem pretty strong. Wouldn't mind some whatever you have.
Are you like a magic user? Are you like a swordsman?
I mean, he seemed pretty just stabby with his hands.
I saw him with his claws.
Well, sometimes when I go a bit crazy, then I just go slashy with my hands. But when I'm not doing that, I'm shooting bitches.
You're shooting bitches.
Nice, I do that as well.
Hold it to the side, the little crossbow.
Do you find yourself doing that often?
Yes, because the people in the sewers, they steal my things.
Oh, so you got other mole men down there?
Yeah, we just killed one.
Oh, smugglers, you mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, so you live in the smuggler run. I see.
Now I live in the sewers, and then they come by and they go, "Oh, look, Goblin's got stuff," and then they try and take it, and then I kill them.
Mm-hmm. So what you're probably finding is that you've actually made a house on a smuggler route in the sewers.
Oh.
you know what they say. Location.
So
Well,
that's probably
like
why
him.
people keep trying to steal your shit.
Well, they're all dead now, so...
No, you have a
I
worship.
think Gob fits in well with this group. Don't you guys?
I like him. He can stay.
It'll take some time getting used to it, maybe with a shower.
Oh, what?
No, it's like water
bath?
used to get that smell off you.
What smell? What are you talking about?
This is like, we've been to Waterdeep, right? The Watery Pine, is it like a nice place?
It's
Is it a
it was described to you as a mediocre tavern, not upper class, not lower class.
is Gob
Like
gonna
Watery Pine.
be allowed in? Is the question that I'm asking.
I mean, it's going to depend on what shoes he's wearing, but you see the doorman's on the door.
No.
I know, not those shoes.
He's wearing Air Max.
Oh, well, he'll be all right.
Well, do not hammer to my voice then.
Well,
Well, I mean, if we want you, I think we're all a bit of a bunch of misfits. So,
I don't have any other friends. So,
oh, that's upsetting.
any other friends? We're friends already.
Oh, that was
Oh.
quick.
thanks, Axeman. That's kind.
So you've
Okay.
even got nice little pet names for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are you, Music Man? You're Music Man. You're Axe Man.
The rabbit, the squirrel, the nut job. It acts nuts.
So you're Nut Job, and what am I?
Like
A rabbit. I'm just a rabbit.
Thumper.
Just Rev.
Thumper.
Thumper.
I'm Thumper.
Amber.
Excellent.
Oh, she loves it. Look at her face.
You can just kind of see the.
Guess
No,
what
I
her
didn't know.
favourite- oh,
What?
guess what her
Nothing.
favourite food is? Huh?
Food. Favorite food? I don't
Rabbit.
know. Oh. Well, carrots.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I
God,
don't like carrots.
I don't like carrots either. Not every rabbit likes carrots. It's a terrible stereotype.
Okay. Not every goblin is evil either.
Not every squirrel likes nuts.
Okay,
I mean, I do.
Not every bear.
that's your own
Yes,
battle to fight.
Every squirrel definitely likes nuts.
I mean, I do like nuts, but like my brother Genus, he's a horrible person, but he hates nuts.
Well, that's
He's
probably why
broken.
he's a terrible person.
Now he needs to get. I nearly said he needs to get some nuts in him. That guy.
Oh dear.
Lugas, you've just said several things in a single sentence that could have been taken completely out of context.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so we keep Gob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
I'm gonna say we borrow Gob.
We borrow Gob.
borrow
We-
Gob and we borrow 4 quad bikes.
I mean, we can. Like,
What is this with you and the quad bikes? I don't see
If
the
you want a
appeal
quad
at
bike,
all.
we can like if you want a quad bike, we can maybe like commission a personalised one from Philippe, because all those
I would
quad
like
bikes
to
are not
see-
owned by people. That Philippe made his own, so he's at least made one before.
I would like to
Just
see Gob on
ownership-
Gob bike.
asking questions.
Just gonna say, ownership
bike.
is relative.
Gob bike.
Why do these people want you, by the way?
We were involved
We-
in a very. You go on, son.
We're just all so fucking special, Gob. That's why.
Hey, I am special.
We were as you've probably figured out from that conversation, we were in Neverwinter when the big explosion went off. Although if you've been in the sewers, you probably don't know what that is.
Oh, I know.
Oh, that's good. So not quite living under a rock then.
I'll come up sometimes.
Ah,
Yeah.
so what do you know about Neverwinter?
Big booms. That's
Yes, lots of big booms, fire everywhere.
bad things
You name it.
around.
Yeah, it's not in a good place right now. Wouldn't recommend going at this moment.
Yeah.
I
I
think we were
don't
there.
know. Well, I don't even know how to get out of here, so I wouldn't know how to get there.
Well, at the moment it's on lockdown, so no one can get in or out without permission.
Do you know how to get out of here?
We've got a hole.
Let's not perhaps talk about that very, very loud in the middle of the street.
We've got a
Oh,
hole.
sorry. We've got a hole.
Hugh can talk about his hole if he wants to.
I've got holes too. Do you want to see?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
And it will just
telekinesis. Keep your trousers up.
Spoil
So you
sport.
can see where that would go immediately.
Are we nearing the watery pipe?
I'm going to say you're about halfway there. So yeah, as I've moved you all onto this, it's just another sort of alleyway of people sort of sleeping rough. But you see that the crowd is starting to get a lot more dense, but nobody appears to be paying you much attention. There's a couple of people in the crowd that recognise you, but then just sort of turn away. They're sort of just focusing on their own things. But yeah, you don't catch any of like sort of the town's guard yet.
Hey.
Yeah, talking about town's guard and wanted posters. Can I keep an eye out for any town's guard?
Yeah, so I don't worry. I've been rolling this whole time. not very well, I might add. So yeah, but you as far as the posters go, you do see a flittering of posters around these alleyways with your faces on, much like the one Gob showed you.
Out of interest, you said that there were other faces. Are there any other faces that we recognise on any wanted posters?
From the couple that you see, no, you wouldn't recognise them. So, what you're probably asking is, do you see anyone else from the contestants of the Neverwinter Games? No.
Yeah, like Julia or Peter or yeah.
Just you four and a handful of unrecognisable faces.
Okay.
Yeah, you can tell.
If the guards see you, they're gonna nab you.
All right.
They have to see us first. And let's face it, in this crowd it's going to be quite difficult. Even with, our conspicuousness. Oh, what, the guards are, like, spies?
I don't know, but then they just turn up and I'll be stealing some food or something and then they'll just be there. Oh, fuck! And then I'll run away.
Have you ever thought about the fact that you might have been stealing food in front of a guard and you just didn't notice?
You like to say lots of things that I didn't realise. You like to point that out, don't you?
Well, it's more just like if you're trying to steal something, generally you have to survey the area around you first.
Now I just steal it and run away.
I mean, if that's you know what, if that works for you and you haven't got caught yet, keep doing it.
But they'll never catch me. They don't like going in the sewers.
Yes, then you found a method that works.
Yeah.
So, question to you all, would you be, as you're talking, would you be continuing walking, or is there anything else that you guys, would you be stopping, or? I've sort of been assuming you guys have been walking as you've been talking.
Yeah.
Actually, I tell you what, as we're kind of walking towards it, I will, because Gob obviously keeps saying that he steals things. Would you say the guards are quite strong, agile? Are they quite, are they quite clumsy?
There's different ones. There's big ones and small ones and shiny ones and not shiny ones.
Okay. Which ones tend to be the ones you really want to stay away from?
The big shiny ones.
The big shiny ones. Okay, so big and shiny, right?
Yeah. They got big knives and things.
Oh, okay, so they got big ass weapons as well. Okay. Alright, stay away from the big shiny shits.
Well, stay away from all of them because they're very loud too, and they'll be like, "Oh, hey!" And then you go around.
Oh, they scream, and so they bring more people, right?
Like
Yeah,
guards.
typical guards. Yeah. Set off an alarm.
Yeah.
But if we're ever in doubt, we just go down to the sewers.
I know my way around all of them.
Like the entire city.
Pretty much.
That's alright.
You want to go somewhere where the guards won't let you, I'll get you in. It's easy.
It's an honest to God quite useful skill. I'm quite small. I can probably fit through most pipes.
You are very tiny. Like, I thought I was tiny, but you are. How'd you do the flying thing? How'd you do that?
Oh, I've got psionic abilities. I don't want to explain that word to you.
What do you mean? You think
I've
I'm
got
stupid?
No, I don't. I've got brain magic. Can't you tell? I've been speaking with you telepathically this entire time.
Yeah, I've got to mention
No,
that.
I didn't know. No.
I've not been saying words. You've just been hearing my voice in your head, and you've assumed it was the squirrel.
Oh, that's horrible. I don't like it. Get it out. Don't do it.
It's like literally my only option. I could use other people to communicate through you, but through them. But
I'm not
So
talking to
I'm
that one now.
Flopsy, roll me a Constitution
Yes.
saving throw, please.
Why?
Because I want you to.
you explode.
You explode.
Oh no. Please roll well.
Hey,
Nat 20.
Yeah, buddy.
You can feel the argon within you start to stir.
Why?
You are feeling. I'm gonna give you something cool. It's nat 20.
Oh.
You feel it start to stir, and you feel the presence of argon within the city. You feel a pull. Quite
Oh,
a
fuck.
strong pull of argon within the city.
Any particular direction?
Not a particular
So it's-
direction. All around you.
Oh.
Are familiar faces.
No, definitely worn out places.
So does it feel like so when you like the city is made of argon, or
You are with a nat
the
20. I'm
argon
going to
is just
say
like everywhere?
you feel it coming from everywhere. You feel like this city is almost engulfed. You are feeling a large pull towards the center of this city.
Shit.
Sorry, I had something for shit roll, good roll. Didn't really have anything for nat 20. So
Well, yeah. I'm gonna kind of like stop walking for a brief moment and just kind of like, ooh, is it the kind of feeling that I get when I'm being pulled towards a piece of argon to eat it?
Yes.
Okay. Guys, we might have a little bit of a problem.
Where are they?
On it.
There is, and I'm going to sort of like be looking around because I'm assuming there's a lot of like Neverwinter refugees around us. So I'm just going to kind of like indicate to come closer. There's some argon in the city. A lot of it. It's kind of like pulsing everywhere, but it's specifically like towards the center. And I'm getting that feeling again, you know. That feeling.
Someone get us some sugar quick.
Not now, Gob. You'll definitely need a drink for that one.
Argon used to power cities, right? We know that.
You would have read about that, yeah.
But it doesn't anymore.
No, it's an archaic piece of technology that's essentially been outlawed, yeah.
Well, You can't just.
No, I'm not saying I want to eat it. I'm just saying that there's a lot of it, and because I'm going to presume that I didn't feel this in Neverwinter, even with the Argon core around it somewhere. So I'm just a little bit concerned that even though there was an entire core of it in Neverwinter, I didn't get this feeling where it's literally engulfing the city. It feels like it's surrounding it and a part of it.
Just because your character would remember this, that core that you saw was potentially not real. Where you guys were within the games was not Neverwinter.
Oh yeah, it might have been imaginary.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So, wait.
Or there is a core.
Yeah, because Justin Hawkins got corrupted, and so did Peter.
In an illusionary sort of way. But yeah, you didn't learn too much about it, so it's up to you whether you...
So...
But you felt the connection with Peter, so it's at least real on some level.
So, Gob.
Yeah.
What's the biggest source of energy that you can think of? Like...
Sun.
The sun?
Yeah.
The sun, right. Okay. So imagine the sun, but like a ball of it that used to power entire cities and nations.
Ooh.
That's what Faerûn used to have until it exploded and killed millions of people.
Ouchie time for people then.
Just a little bit, yes. And unfortunately, that's why now no one goes to Baldur's Gate, because everyone died, and it's now a bit of a shit tip.
What does it look like?
Shit.
No, the stuff.
Oh, Argon. It's kind of like this this ball of, well, I suppose mostly it's a ball, but of like orangey, bluey, turquoisey, it's swirling energy. Like it's just a constant amorphous, glowy thing. I tell you what, actually, if you look at my eye right now, and she's just gonna like really kind of get you to look at it. So you see that it's kind of swirling this kind of blue with some kind of orange bits kind of poking around. That's what Argon looks like.
Would I have seen anything like that before, Andy?
No. What you would have seen, as you know, the sewers is...
Yeah.
There is a large area of the sewers that is just collapsed. There is a large area that is just completely off limits to anything. And you've sort of, as they've explained Argon to you, you sort of think back to those moments that you've tried to sort of venture down into those lower depths of the sewers, and you've heard like this hum, this energy that you couldn't really ever explain, and you sort of wonder if that had anything to do with it.
There's energy in the sewers, you know, in here.
So now, is it towards the centre of the city by any chance?
Is it to the left and then you do right and you go down and then around? And then yeah, probably, yeah, it would be, yeah.
Then I would say that's probably...
I've not seen it, but I can feel it, you know. It's like you get to a bit and it's like, oh, you get tingles and stuff.
Have you heard a hum?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. And then she's just going to turn around smiling, but obviously the smile is not reaching her eyes. Yeah, they've got a fucking Argon core down here.
I love it. Can I just say, a nat 20, just with some subtle information, let you figure it out. Fantastic.
There's a big boom there, I think, at some point. There's like all rubble and stuff.
Just everybody give yourself heroic inspiration for that. Just everybody give yourself heroic inspiration just for dice rolls and figuring things out. Very good.
Got inspiration.
Where do I do that?
The top
Next-
It's
right.
the little diamond. It's the diamond next to the level.
Ah,
And the star.
lovely. Probably turn it on and like, see, he's having flat 8.
So,
Do you want to go? I'll take
Well-
you.
Well, maybe not right this moment, because we are supposed to be meeting a friend of ours at the Watery Wine Tavern, Port Mead Ale. What is it?
Watery pint.
It's replying. Why can't we get pub names? It's the same with the Morning Woods.
It's not the morning wood.
We kept calling that fucking everything else.
call it whatever you want at this point.
We're meeting a friend at the Watery Pint, but perhaps we can mention it to him because he seemed to be quite knowledgeable and useful. Would you say, Lugas, that Elgondo is trustworthy?
Would I? I mean,
He's hesitating. It means no.
No. I'm sorry, you told me not to. You don't know I'm speaking because you've probably barred me.
I'd say you do, Lugas. You know Elgondo well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, if a little bit, sort of, he gets lost by himself quite a lot of the time. Yeah, but I'd say he's quite trustworthy. He's sort of Eduardo's go-to man.
Well, then perhaps we should tell him about the situation.
Hang on. Do you recall that conversation that we had like 2 days ago, right? Maybe it was 2, I can't remember. Where that conversation we had, not in this realm, where someone was very specifically like, no one can know about this.
I
Do you
didn't say to
remember
tell
that?
him about... I remember that. I didn't say to tell him about me. I just said to tell
I
him
don't
about the
think you did.
Argon Core.
Because every fucking person we bump into, you go, hey, blah, 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 blah.
I mean,
I
you
actually didn't...
Comes out like fucking diarrhea.
You did
I
kind of
didn't
just
actually
the
tell...
goblin.
Hey, you're
didn't-
someone we've met for 2 minutes. Why don't I tell you all of the stuff that someone was literally like, you will be killed if people find out about this stuff. Like, why the fuck isn't it getting into your head?
God.
It's fine, Gob. Don't worry. They fight like this every once in a while. Right.
Oh, look at
God,
that
did
building
I
over there.
tell you anything? Did you know anything about what I can do?
Something about big boobs, energy, swirling stuff, not good. Humming.
But that's not what I can do. I just told you about Argon just in general, right?
And then you said,
You
look at
know
this.
as well.
Did it
Yeah,
look like
that's
this
just-
in me?
This is kind of what it looks like. Oh my god, there's a power source in sewers of the city. Hey, let's go and tell this random wizard with
Look,
memory problems. Great
I
fucking
mean,
idea. Great
if he
idea.
has memory problems, he'll probably forget about it in a day or two anyway. Look, I can
You
I like he just got
You
these
have to
two
do
just
that
like,
fighting.
shout.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me because actually, I would be quite happy to be dead. Right? Doesn't matter. Tell
No,
everybody.
why would you want to be dead? I don't understand why you want to be dead. Why?
Keep getting attacked because people are coming after you.
Oh.
I can't help that. I didn't say. I haven't told anyone
So,
that I know of.
what I'm going to say at this point, guys, as you guys are all distracted and arguing, as you just
Oh no!
look around, you see that everybody is currently looking in your direction and you have made a scene.
This is on you.
We're not doing very good at blending in.
You better at conflict resolution, given my career path.
You will see one person wearing a big knife and shit, and
Big shiny.
Big shiny one.
Is he big and shiny?
he's big. He's big and shiny and has a big knife and shit. And you see that this town's guard, quite obviously a town's guard, walks up, and he's probably about 50 feet away from you as he comes through the crowd, and he does sort of squint at you all, sort of loose initiative. What would you like to do?
Let's go. We can finish fighting later. Can we like? Can we like try and disappear?
So
We're running.
you are.
Running.
Vaguely normal. Can we disappear?
So you are in an alleyway. There doesn't appear to be a diversion off to your left, off to your right. You've got literally forward into a crowd of people, or back the way you came, or there are sewer
Any
entrances.
sewer entrances?
There is a sewer entrance, yes.
No, I know. I'm gonna reach into my bag. Dust of disappearance.
Ooh. I assume everyone's
Everyone.
gathering up for this before you do it. So
I don't know how it works.
Just Flopsy just disappeared.
yeah, so Flopsy, you sort of gather everyone up, and you see as Gob just goes, "Gad!" and he sort of squints towards you. Flopsy, you unleash this bag, this dust of disappearance, and it just cloaks you all, and you see your body just start to become sort of this ephemeral to the point where you look down and you can no longer see each other, but you can no longer see yourself. And this guard is just squinting in your direction as you are all now currently invisible.
Don't.
You want to go in the sewers? We can
Don't what?
hide.
Does he lose interest?
So look,
Wait. Can we move? Or do we have to stay still?
he loses interest very, very quickly to the point where he just says, must have been the wind, and just turns around and walks off. It's I can't do this now. Never mind. You're invisible.
Can we move while we're invisible, or are we
Yeah, of
stuck
course
in
you
the
can.
same-
Yeah. You can. So basically, it acts like an invisibility spell. So if we attack anyone, if we do some kind of like action, if we try and cast a spell, anything like that, then you will become visible. But as long as you are just like mooching,
It's just the attack action or the cast spell action. You can still use object, things like that. So yeah, you can
Right.
pick stuff up and go, ooh.
Well, we can't see each other, is that?
You can't see each other unless any of you have the ability to see invisibility.
And
Oh, I do.
I can't see my hands, or
You do?
yeah, the true seeing, it gives me true sight, which means I can see invisible people.
Yeah? Are you going to go?
Dead.
You're gonna,
I'm dying. I'm dead.
So if the problem is though, the only issue with that is that if I cast it, it puts me into the ethereal plane, and then I can't see anyone else.
I'll let you cast it for its true intended purpose of just now you've cast it and you've sort of been attuned to it, you can use its intended purpose.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that, but specifically like to see where they are as opposed to...
Yeah, as your eyes just sort of glaze over as you enter the ethereal, but then sort of back out and sort of grab onto the attunement of it, you can now see the sort of the shadowy sort of ephemeral figures of everybody in the party, but they don't see you.
he's just kind of walking off like,
What I'm going to do is I'm going to...
He's trying to touch himself. He's like, what the fuck? He's like running around like bumping into walls and shit. Like,
I'm gonna find Lugas, and I'm just gonna say to him, "Very sorry, Lugas, but this is just to help you find out where you are." And I'm gonna pick him up and I'm gonna put him on my shoulder.
Oh, Jesus. Hello.
Yeah, it's making you feel a bit sick, Lugas. Like you're just
Oh
sort
my
of
god, Darren's not
floating.
invisible in real life.
And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab hold of Julius's hand, and I'm gonna take one of Gob's fingers. And I'm going to put Gob's finger into Hew's hand. And then I'm going to take the other hand.
Oh.
So there's just a chain. Right. Okay. I can see you all. None of you can see the rest of us. This is going to go great. We're like this for an hour, unless we do something stupid.
An hour?
I think it's an hour.
I'm going to do something stupid. I'm going to do
It could
something
be 10
stupid.
minutes. Hang on a minute.
I believe it's an hour.
That was a long time to ask us to do nothing stupid.
I guess I'll just use that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Whee!
Oh, thanks for ruining this.
D&D, man.
But yeah, so I can lead you, but that requires you to trust me. Pointedly to Julia.
I mean, like, we can see where we're going, though. Each other.
Can't see your
Well,
feet.
I know, but do we all want to stay together? Because if we can't see each other and I'm the only one, it'd be like herding kittens.
Don't leave me.
Tasty.
Don't worry, Hugh.
Didn't say that I didn't trust you. I just said maybe you should think a bit more carefully about how you choose to trust.
We're not having this conversation here. Even if we're invisible, it's still going to attract attention. In fact, if anything, it's going to attract more attention because we're invisible.
Disembodied.
Hugh, as you
Yes.
as you were walking and you've dust of disappearance, and you sort of looking around, you do spot an individual that is familiar to you. It's the old man from the Harmony who introduced himself as Stoll.
Ah.
He doesn't appear to have noticed you because you're invisible.
Well, I'm invisible. Yeah. Thank goodness. It would be terrible invisibility if he did notice me.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm invisible at the moment. I don't want to. Yeah,
Okay,
I'll make a note of that.
cool. That's that then.
Sorry.
Ruining all 90s plans.
I've been told to be.
as we
I think I'm very good at that.
which would you? So you essentially got you got all the options ever, but would you like to continue on? Go back? What would you like to do?
I would rather go to the pub than the sewers. No offense, Gob.
Taken.
Good.
So
I think the pub is probably the best idea.
cool. So as you all head down, I'll just take you there anyway. We'll move down, and it sort of opens up slightly from the alleyway, and you see 3 town's guard moving away from you that do not notice you because you're invisible. So if you would like to continue on, you may do so. Completely bypassing some guards.
Sorry, Andy.
And as you continue on, which I assume you will head out now onto the main street where you'll see a large sort of, so what I'll say is you're still within the alleyways and you won't sort of head straight onto the main street, but you can see now a heavy patrol of guardsmen, to a large, heading sort of in, around and guarding this large building in front of you. What you can probably glean, and well, Lugas, you would know this as the council building. You see on the other side of the street, there's mages and wizards and sort of all manner of arcane people sort of being gathered, and they're sort of being ushered. You on first glance, you get the sense that they're like prisoners and they're sort of being held, but they're not. They're just sort of being told to just stand there and wait for now, and there's sort of guards handing out water bottles and things like that. And the council building, it's just a heavy amount of guards just keeping the doors closed and stopping anyone from entering right now. But as you sort of exit the alley, you do see the sign for the Watery Pint to your left.
Was blue even in your prompt? I don't believe
I
it.
tried.
I
I gave up. I gave up.
Orange. That is the most orange I've seen in an image
I
in the
gave
past
up.
like 5 years.
At this point, it seems like a personal insult, if I'm honest,
Yeah.
Adam.
We may as well just be back in Neverwinter at this point.
This is an attack.
For
Target
Jack's
attack.
context and everyone else, Adam described Waterdeep as having blue buildings. I, however, did them orange.
Terracotta.
We're blind.
A terracotta.
Big and blue. Before you even knew we'd be visiting Waterdeep, so I know you got these images afterwards.
Yes, I did.
I know that's why I know this is a
I know.
targeted attack on me.
Can someone please Google what spectrum of colour squirrels can see?
Oh, good
And then we
point.
can put this to bed.
Ooh.
Yeah, yes, we've explained it. Yes. So they are
I don't know
blue.
whether magic rules apply.
Adam's actually going to add it to his backstory. So you nobody has noticed you at this point. I suppose I will say if you guys want to head out into the main street, then I'm going to have to ask for like stealth checks if you're trying to go unnoticed, because people will, as far as invisibility goes, you are still there and you are still making a sound. If that makes sense.
Oh my god.
I mean, we just want to get to the pub,
Um,
right?
Yeah, we're just going to the pub.
I've done my research. From the squirrels are dichromatic. We can see red and green mixes, not blue.
Well, there you are.
We can't see blue.
So maybe
That
the
is
reason he
blue.
said blue is because he saw this and thought it was blue.
There you go.
Some idiot wizard.
Are you looking at that picture and not seeing blue buildings, Adam?
Yeah.
I'm seeing blue buildings.
Adam,
I don't know about
that's,
everybody else.
I've done the blue.
This is the bluest picture I've ever seen.
I've never seen so much blue in all my life.
Yeah, I pretty much am only seeing like mixtures of red and green.
Well, that's sad. So yeah, if you guys would like to, what would you like to do?
Where is the watery pint?
So it's just to your left, and sort of in front of you is the large, big council building. Not there. That is sort of the council building. Just there.
Oh,
So it is kind of
I thought-
behind you.
okay. I mean, I don't see why we shouldn't just enter the watery pint.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Still invisible.
Still invisible. So as you open the door, you do see the bar lady just at the bar sort of looks over at you all and then just goes, "What? Well, who opened the door? What is... Someone close the door." And you'll see a man sort of gets up and walk towards you.
Ooh.
All of a sudden, 5 chairs move away from a table.
Yeah.
Gob's now attuned to his invisibility. Just gonna kind of let go of the hands and just kind of like try and scurry under tables and stuff and try and get round behind the bar if he can.
Yeah, okay. Roll me an acrobatics check just to see. So you're trying to get behind the bar, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'm saying acrobatics because I want you to hit into chairs and tables and shit. So
Fair.
a 13, you make your way there, but then just as you near in the bar, you do just knock a stool next to one of the patrons. It just goes, doof, 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 doof. And you see him just sort of go, "What the fuck?"
Carry on sneaking.
And as you carry on sneaking, you do find yourself at the bar, unnoticed.
Just gonna like find a few bottles of whatever I can and just stick them in my trousers.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
Be good.
Oh, he's invisible, so the stealth check will be at advantage, right?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and roll me another d20 quick to see if you get better. You beat it anyway. There, you're good. Yeah, you can. So there's sort of. I'm going to say there's a tankard of ale that somebody's left on the bar, and 2 sort of. There's 1 full wine bottle and another bottle of something stronger, but you're not too sure what it is. It's sort of an unlabeled bottle.
Stuff it down the trousers. Yeah.
And you go unnoticed, even though they rolled super high on perception.
And then I'll sneak back to the group.
Roll me another acrobatics then.
Would you know where the group is?
Where are the group? Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
wow.
yeah. Oh, good point.
I will walk back. Like he'll start walking back the way, and he'll go, "Oh, fuck."
Well, so you roll me an acrobatics, and the rest of you, what are you doing? Let's see if you move from where you are. Brilliant. We'll handle that in a second. The rest of you, what are you up to?
Do we see anyone we know?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anyone that we know?
No, yeah, you don't recognise anyone in here. It's so the tavern itself is quite a rustic tavern, sort of 2 floors. There's a open sort of bar area with just a few sort of bottles behind. You can see a couple of barrels that are able to pour ale out of, but there's only maybe 3 or 4 people in here. Doesn't appear to be sort of any barge or anything like that. You see a large red banner just draped below the 2 above the 2 floors. This has some kind of symbol on it that none of you would recognise. And yeah, Gob, as you try to make your way back and retrace your steps, as soon as you turn around, there's a floorboard that's just sort of stuck up. And where did you put the bottles?
Down my trousers.
Down your trousers. So as you trip over this broken floorboard, you slam to the ground. The bottles that are within your trousers, one of them will smash. And it'll be the cheap wine, and it is completely soaked you clean. But as you do, you fall into one stool, which falls into another stool, which falls into another stool, which essentially domino effects round the patron that was originally sat at the table. And he just gets up, draws his blade, and just points it to where you fell and made the sound and would say, "Reveal yourself."
I don't know how.
There's somebody invisible here, and he'll just walk up and he'll kick you, and you'll take 1 point of damage. Well, let's see if he hits. Let's see if he hits with a kick. D&D. No, he doesn't. He kicks, and unfortunately, as he kicks, the same floorboard that you fell over, he kicks, falls over, and just lands essentially next to you, but he doesn't know that, and he's unconscious, and he's knocked himself out.
And he left a drink on the table.
Yeah.
I'll pick it up and down it quickly. And then I want to climb up here into the rafters.
Okay, no. Yes, I'm not going to make a roll for it. Easily done. You can get up into the rafters, completely invisible.
I'm just going to fucking sit there for a minute, just fucking not move.
so there's cheap,
Everyone is
shitty
completely
wine
oblivious to
dripping
this.
on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys all see Flopsy, you would see has gone up there, but the rest of you just see a man tried to kick thin air, fall over, and is now unconscious in the middle of the bar. No one seems to give a shit. They just think he's drunk.
Yeah. It's worth mentioning, as soon as Gob lets go of my finger, I'm going to do the whole Home Alone thing and say, "Kevin's not here. Gob's let go."
No, don't worry. Oh, God.
That's that line.
And then so Flopsy's just going to be watching Gob do all of that shit, just like with various versions of as the chaos just unfolds. And then when he goes up to the rafters, she's just going to say, "Okay, he's out of harm's way. He's fine. Just we're going to leave him up in the roof for a little bit, okay?"
Okay.
Are there any guards in the tavern?
No.
Is there a slightly shadier area that we can go that isn't too obvious?
Like a corner
A
booth.
booth, perhaps.
A granny.
No,
In the back of the
no booths, unfortunately. They are just sort of rustic tables and chairs, but you could get to the back of the tavern where there's sort of only one way in, one way out, so you could move all the way to the back.
Lugas, perhaps you could, just tell him that we're at the back of the pub.
But he doesn't like me doing that.
Yeah, I know, but unfortunately we can't physically communicate with him right now, so it might be.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll message Gob. In his head.
I think you need to see him, unfortunately.
I have to, I have to point at where he is. You're right. Yeah, Mitz.
Oh yeah,
is-
so I can. He's up there, like just there. Oh, you can't see me pointing.
I'll
use this.
But I tell you what, I'm gonna like I just point your hand, and I'm just gonna like to where it needs
Just
to
like
go.
aiming it.
Okay. roll me just a d20, Julius. Because you're trying to cast a spell without having a fucking clue what you're casting it at.
Look, I don't have to see them if I can.
I know, but think about how spellcasting works, right? Like, somebody's guiding your hand and then you've got to cast message. I like chaos. Roll me a d20. Roll that one. 6. Yeah, it works. Fair enough.
Gob is the gingerhead one. We're in the back corner of his
Music man.
table. Music man. We're at the table in the back corner. What the fuck are you doing on the roof?
Can I reply?
You can to message it.
You can reply to
I'm wet.
Okay. Well, he seems to be having a good time.
Say.
I'm going to say now the sun is starting to set and it is starting to become evening time as you lot...
Just tell us when an hour's over.
You'll sit there invisible.
I mean...
There is silence for an hour.
If you guys would like to sit there in silence for, I'll say, 40 more minutes, sure.
Did you not end it?
No, I don't think so.
Just the disappearance is not.
Yeah, because invisibility is normally concentration, so you could cancel concentration, but dust disappearance is not. It's just... Yeah.
Awkwardly all sitting around.
Let's do something.
Yeah, we'll just see each other.
Stab someone. Oh, that would cancel.
Right. Okay, I tell you what then. Well, while we're in the back, just waiting for the spell to wear off, I am just gonna kind of like whisper to Julius, look. Okay, I get it. I get what you're saying. I understand that you're worried that I'm just spilling the beans, but I'm desperately trying not to specifically mention that I have Aragon in me. I'm just talking about Aragon, and I'm not entirely sure that, to be quite frank with you, Gob really understood half of what I was saying anyway.
It's not just... I mean, for one, I'm not especially worried about Gob. Okay? But I mean, it's not just Gob, is it? And, I mean, we
What have I told?
we went with Ella, right? And then we got back, right? And she was like, be really careful. And then on the walk back, you did some crazy shit.
Oh, that's not fair. I didn't know what I was doing. That just happened.
And then on the ship, and then and it seems like I don't know. I just I don't know.
On the ship. On the ship, I was by myself up the crow's nest. Nobody was with me. I made sure I was perfectly isolated.
Right. Yeah. And then in that room, when we were in the, and it was Asmodeus, but we didn't know it was Asmodeus, and we thought everyone was watching us. That was the day after we'd met Ella. And you were like, no, I could say that stuff.
I mean, no one knew why.
It's just, how old are you? How old are you, Mitz? Because I'm genuinely loud just to her fairy face. I really can't tell.
What did I say I was?
How long
I'm early 20s. I'm early 20s. I'm like 22 or something. I'm quite young.
So we're the same age, right? But sometimes I feel like I'm your fucking parent or something. Okay?
I mean, I could say the same thing about you. Sometimes, the drunken escapades that you go on, I have to keep letting you in through the window.
Whenever.
Like literally the other day when I had to open the window to let you in when you cracked it.
That wasn't I would have got in there somehow. Or slept in the street.
And what about the time when that robot was nearly killing you in the museum and I shot it and killed it?
Like, I've never saved your life. What about today?
I'm not saying you haven't, but I'm just saying that perhaps it's a little bit more of a symbiotic relationship. It's not just one-sided where one takes over the other one.
My drunken escapades are not putting people's lives in danger.
Yet.
Well,
I mean,
if they
you did just say there's a...
me.
Of course.
I mean...
Anyway, I feel really bad because I don't know where Hew and Lugas are. And I don't know what their faces are doing.
Oh, they're just... So, and I'll take your hand. Just point your finger. Hew's there and Lugas is there.
I'm still on your shoulder.
Lugas is here.
Lugas is
What are you up to, Gob? You're up in the rafters. You've had a message.
Well, he's down about a quarter of the bottle that didn't break.
Oh, Constitution saving throw, please. Because that's the strong shit.
Have you emptied your trousers of the broken glass yet? So I imagine that's probably...
It's just you hear like this tinkle every now and again as like pieces of glass fall from the rafters. Constitution saving throw. Yeah?
Constitution save. That shit is strong.
Oh, all right.
Oh my god, he's going to fall out the rafters, isn't he?
If it's not deck safe. Oh, pretty good.
20. You're starting to feel like you should feel like you're heavily drunk, but you've eaten quite a lot today, so you've sort of soaked it up. But you are starting to feel very, very tipsy.
I just climb down and then just kind of like waltz over to where Julius said they were going to be and just like try and I'll just wiggle a chair to see if anybody's sat in it, and if they're not, I'll climb up on
That's it. So you sort of wiggle one chair and it feels like something's in it. You get to the next chair, feel like something's in it. Hew, there's something wiggling your chair. And eventually you find a chair after trying all of them, after you've all sort of been shaken by something, and you find a chair that doesn't appear to have anything on it. Gob.
And we'll all go, oh,
yeah.
You can smell him.
Yeah, you can smell him. You know, you can pinpoint his exact location. And as the spell fades.
Yeah.
Oh.
As the spell fades, Gob just like...
Holy shit.
Julius will
Invincible
think about
shenanigans.
asking Gob for some of the alcohol, but then he'll be like, not sure I should be drinking out of the same bottle, and decide against it.
Right. Well, that's over. Sorry about that, guys, but I didn't know how else to get out of that situation.
It was an excellent idea. We didn't...
Thought I died.
You didn't, so I suppose that's a win.
Yeah.
But we're invisible now, so we might need to be a little bit more wary of where we're going.
It's only next door. You can probably just slip through some windows.
So, who else is in the tavern?
Just a few unnamed faces. There's sort of 3 people sat at all individual tables. One of them's reading a book. There is the unconscious man has now regained consciousness, and you can see that the bar lady is sort of tending to his wounds, and she will usher him out the door. And as the door opens to usher him out, Julius, you see as Juliet arrives in, and she just takes a seat, but doesn't seem to have noticed you. But yeah, the other faces just appear to be, there's one humanoid female and a dragonborn male who's just reading a book at one of the tables.
Doing what?
Reading. Reading. Yeah, and there's a rat by the bar. It's inconspicuous.
Leave Peter alone. He's reading.
Yeah, go ask the bar lady for a pestle of mortar, Jack.
Different flavour of chaos.
Lugas, I'm sorry about. You know, we'll argue in private next time.
I felt very sort of like targeted because I'm literally next to her head. And I saw her just doing that coming right at my face.
I can't. It just.
Oh, I felt so guilty. It wasn't even my fault this time.
And the
I'm sorry.
the bar lady will come on up and she'll just say, "Oh, I don't know how you got here, and I won't ask how, and I won't ask why there's liquor missing from where I placed it. As I can see, the goblin has drank most of it. That will be free gold. Can I get any of you anything?
Yes.
What would you like?"
Eggs, please.
Eggs.
Plate of pickles, probably.
Oh, pickled eggs, yeah.
I'm afraid.
Oh yeah, pickled eggs.
I'm afraid we're all
Do
out of
you-
pickled eggs. I do apologize.
Fuck.
How rare is vinegar in this world?
How rare is vinegar? Ooh, this is quite the commodity. It was imported from Neverwinter. I suppose those shipments will stop.
Do you have anything sugary?
Sugary? No, not really. I apologize. We don't really do food. But I
No
can...
cake? No flapjack?
No,
No brownie?
I can rustle up some
Donuts?
eggs and bacon that I've got and that I've got personally, if you'd like.
What a hot chocolate?
7 eggs, please.
Have you got like a fruit and nut mix? Have you got like some trail mix?
Yes, there are some mixed nuts that I can bring over. Just a small
He
packet.
likes nuts, that one. He likes nuts.
I would assume he does. Yes.
Oh, I tell you what, I'll have a mead. That's practically honey. That's fine.
A mead. I can do a mead. Yes.
Oh. I'll share a mead as well, thank you. Eggs and mead, yes.
Eggs and mead all around. Okay. And she'll head on off, and after a while she'll bring back all the drinks and mead you can drink. If you need board for the night, it will be 50 silver each. But yeah, do what you want. I don't really have the time for this.
Most enthusiastic tavern ever.
5 gold each. Jesus Christ.
5 gold for a meal.
You're so moody. Why are you moody?
Look. I've had a day of it. I've had a day.
Anything that you want to vent? The strangers?
I mean, I've got no one else to vent to. All these refugees from Neverwinter. Just, look, I don't entirely know what happened over there, and I don't really want to know, but they're just scourge on our city.
Ugh.
And there's talks of gods again. I will have none of it. These gods do nothing for us. They never did, and they never will.
And Flopsy's going to immediately just like put a finger onto Lucas's lips.
Sorry. I was half a second. It doesn't work anything because you communicate psychically.
Yes, but it's a good...
Yeah.
I
was half a second away from preaching.
I'm just sick of it. Look, I don't mean to just dribble on, but I've had just a day of people talking to me about religion. Religion has done nothing. There is no gods. There is nothing. What happened years and years ago was just probably made up bullshit. I don't know. Fuck the gods. Sorry, I'm ranting.
I mean, it sounds like you got a lot to vent. Get off your chest. You sound very vexed.
Yes. Thank you for listening.
That's all right.
What are your thoughts on the gods, out of interest?
Oh, yeah.
Why do you keep shushing your squirrel?
Well,
I boop his nose.
let me ask you this. Have the gods ever done anything for you, any of you? Ever?
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, surely divine intervention, if it does exist, it's supposed to feel like it's... I guess if you've ever called something a miracle?
When's the last time you ever saw a priest?
She's going to very much shut up at this point because the priests come quite regularly to Baldur's
No,
Gate.
actually, I was looking at that. You have like a ants bottle like there at the back. Can I come and get some of whatever that is?
Sure. And she'll just go back, grab it, and then take a seat next to you all, and she'll just take a swig and hand it to you.
Oh, you're coming back. Okay.
Come on, really? Have they ever done anything for any of us?
You sound like someone that has had a difficult life.
I'm, yeah. I have ancestors that grew up in Baldur's Gate. I have many things. I just hate everything to do with the gods and religion.
Do you have a name?
Aye. My name's Susan.
Pleasure to meet you, Susan. I won't sort of voice my opinion on the matter. We might.
Oh. Why are you are you in favor of these divine beings, are you?
Well, I'm sort of. I don't know if you've got much sort of concept of planes, but I am originally from the upper planes.
Oh, right. And why are you here? What business do you have in our plane?
He was sent here for a higher purpose.
A higher purpose? What higher purpose could there be? Oh, I suppose you believe that the gods have taken on mortal lives and they're walking between us, aren't you? Are any of you gods, out of interest? Or do you really believe in this shit?
I'm a god.
Right.
Yeah.
What?
If you were a god,
Oh no.
then I should just...
I thought you said gob.
I thought you said gob. I'm a gob.
Oh, right.
Sorry, I misheard.
If the rumours are true and they are mortal, then I say we should just find them, round them up, and just keep slaughtering them. Keep them from ever coming back.
May you have a very...
Like Flopsy's ears are definitely going to like flatten onto the back of her head at that concept.
Tell me, Squirrel, why are you here? If you are from the upper planes.
Well, it was... I thought you probably won't believe me, but I'm familiar with a specific divine entity, and I was sent down here as punishment.
And you still follow this god? Even though he sent you to a place to punish you?
Deserved punishment. It's a place
Deserved
of
punishment.
redemption.
Do you think we deserved what happened to us? Do you think we deserve anything that happens in this world? Why don't the gods ever intervene? Why don't they ever step in? Why don't they stop tragedy? Why don't they stop child death? Why don't they do anything? There's so much heartbreak in this world. But we have these divine beings that are capable of miracles, yet they do nothing but watch. And if the rumors are
out of interest,
well, go on, big man.
So, sorry, Susan. Out of interest, have you ever asked them to intervene?
No. Maybe once. Maybe twice. I don't know. I lost faith a long time ago.
Where'd you lose her?
No.
Hey. I like it. And this lady now is just sort of this.
I don't get it.
She's just this brunette lady, and she's wearing these tiny little spectacles. She is elderly to the point where she is entering the later stages of her life, but she's just sort of wearing this blue dress, but with a white apron on, like she's doing most of the work in this tavern, and she's gonna take the bottle from you again, Julius, and just take another swig and then pass it back. Yeah, I'm sorry. I lost someone dearly to me, and it wasn't their time to go. Why should people be subjected to death like that? I prayed to the gods. I did what I could because it was the only thing I could do. Nobody answered. Not a peep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if the gods existed, they're not there just to make everything peachy, are they?
Why not?
I don't know, I think maybe if you think that the gods should solve all of your problems, then maybe it's just because we don't want to be dealing with life.
I mean, following on from that, as cruel as sometimes the world can be, if that didn't exist, everything was just sunshine and rainbows all the time, it wouldn't be sunshine and rainbows. We wouldn't have joy. We just have. There wouldn't be any happiness. It would just be. We wouldn't be grateful for anything because there's no cost to anything. Nothing would have meaning.
So what you're saying is, if the rumors are true and they've started to awaken, which is what I've heard, do you think that's a good thing? Do you think they will take back their mantle? And then what? They just leave this plane untouched? Or they try to take over it like they once did?
It's probably quite hard to say. I mean, Lugas, you're probably in the best position to comment on that one.
Depends on the god. Some of them are pieces of work.
So what makes a good god and what makes a bad god, in your opinion?
A good god sort of doesn't spoil his worshippers. A good god is fair, just, not cruel, not overly kind. A good god uses his power to guide, to lead, not control, not kill.
Well,
Good god is a
figurehead of justice.
Deep within me, I hope you're right. Because if they come back, let's hope there's the good ones come back and not the bad ones, eh?
Hey. We're working on that.
Thank you.
That's probably a bit of the reason I was sent down here.
Thank you, Lugas. Kind words. And you'll see this big grin comes on her face as she will walk on out of the tavern. And just leave.
How did she
leave the tavern?
I don't think I said.
How does she know your name?
Yeah,
I did.
Oh,
did you say it? Oh, well, that's perfectly fine. Oh, you introduced me. That's not suspicious at all, then.
Free bar.
Sure, nothing bad's gonna happen.
I mean,
Just walked out.
are you going to head on over to the bar, Gob?
Yeah.
As you do,
There's a free bar.
as
I
you
will also head over to the bar.
Yeah, so as you both sort of head over to the bar, behind the bar you hear this as these footsteps sort of come up, and you see it's the exact lady that you were just speaking to, and she just says, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Somebody just robbed you and ran out. You better chase them quick.
Oh God, I am missing 2 bottles. Why am I missing?
They've just robbed you and run out the front.
Oh well, thank you. I mean, there appears to only be 2 bottles missing. I can deal with that. Is it your group in the corner? I assume.
They also said you were a prick.
Right.
Better go get them.
No, I'll stay right here. Otherwise, you'll steal my booze.
I'll look after it.
No.
Oh. Fair enough.
I mean, sorry, but you will not convince me to leave this bar. You can try if you'd like to roll a d20 with me, and she'll hand you a d20.
Oh. All right, then.
Roll this, small goblin.
Not very good.
No, you see. Yes, here in Waterdeep we play this game called Dungeons and Demons. And each one of us carries this dice. There's a group of us. We're called the Useless Fucks, and yes, we play off in the city. If you're ever interested in playing, then hit us up. Join our Discord.
Nah, nerds.
Mean?
Sound like nerds to me.
Yeah, fair enough. That's what we normally get. Anyway, how can I help you?
I mean, you just served us.
How do you all have drinks?
I don't. Can I?
And eggs.
Can I peer out the window? Yeah, eggs that have been cooked and prepared. Can I peer out the window? See if I can find the lady. Or just
what I'll say,
someone wearing similar.
Yeah, we're not dealing with like proper dimensions here, so I'm gonna say, you do see her. 1 in 4 chance.
Oh. Okay.
And she's just walking off.
I'm like,
until she eventually goes out of view. Well,
I don't really know what to do. Do we follow people? A party?
Who did we just talk to? Who was that?
Not Susan, I assume, because that looks like to be the real Susan. I mean, the way she like. I know you said my name in that conversation, but I get this vibe that
let's say you got the vibe. But yeah,
it's making a smile.
Already knew me.
Perhaps it was a test.
Maybe. Oh, could that have been Tia?
I mean, I probably wouldn't have gone that far. Remember that nothing can come down from the upper planes.
This is like a retroactive thing, but retroactively, did the smile look like a sinister smile or a happy smile?
Yeah, if you were looking at my Discord, it was a sinister smile. It was a great large grin, almost like it was unnaturally large.
So that
did it look like a grin that the guy in Neverwinter had on his face, plastered on his face?
Not necessarily.
Which the guy?
A grin is a grin at the end of the day.
So there was the guy that Asmodeus was pretending to be had this disgusting grin,
shit-eating
like
grin
on his face. Yeah,
I suppose one shit-eating grin looks like another. So,
yeah. Oh, I tell you what. No, she came after I was ethereally planed. So, yeah, no. Wouldn't.
Who are you talking about?
Wouldn't know. I don't think we just talked to someone particularly pleasant.
Yeah, I sort of got that vibe. I mean,
do you know any evil people?
1 second. I mean, Janus is a bit evil. But that's not really a Janus thing to do. It's too big.
Do any evil people know of you?
The cult, the murderers. I mean, yeah. Maybe. But like, I don't know what Galen's sort of friend group is.
I see. Okay.
Again, I cut off quite soon after he killed his dad and all of that business.
It's worth mentioning now, Lugas, as you're sort of staring out this window, it is starting to become evening time now. But you can see out the window now all the guards that you were seeing before are now starting to sort of mobilize, and the mages and wizards are now being let into the council building. The doors have opened and they've sort of just started to let everybody in. You get the sense that whatever was happening is sort of going down shortly.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming Juliet has noticed us now.
Juliet would have noticed Julius going to the bar, and it's probably also worth saying that...
sorry. Because my meaning's very better.
El Gondo has also entered the town. Well, 3 El Gondos have. And as they come in, they sort of just all in unison or synchronously, one after another, just sort of rustle their hat and just go, "Whoa." And the next one will rustle its hat and go, "Whoa." And they'll just take a seat into the tavern.
I'll hop on over.
And that's where we'll end our session, because it's late. So thank you very much for watching. That got a bit deep at the end. I do apologise to anyone out there. It's D&D. Gods are different than our real world. Thank you to Jack for joining us, and Jack hopefully will be present for the next lot of sessions, or however long he can put up with this amount of chaos, although you are putting out as much chaos as you fit in quite well. But as is tradition, everybody will need to wave, and you will also need to say goodbye to Vicky's mum, Jack.
Oh, bye, Vicky's mum.
Yeah.
Bye, Mum.
Bye.
See you next time.
Bye, Vicky's mum. Bye.